Ba-ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Of
Stick
course.
it in her butt.
As soon as I hit record, he's like,
No
but,
shit, you're already recording?
yeah, like I hit as soon as I hit record. Stick it in her butt.
Welcome to the Easily Offensive Podcast. If you're out there and you are easily offended, now's your time to leave.
Oh, now it's me. Okay. Welcome back. This is Easily Offensive, the podcast in the It's fucking randomness studios. I'm just gonna fuck with it because I don't really care what the studio is called. I know it's a he, him, them shit.
Him.
Fuck.
Studios.
He, him, studios.
Yeah.
It's in the
Get it.
game.
It's in the game
It's in the ass.
for him. Only at the gyms though. I noticed that's where he goes to get fucked.
Yeah, that's why he's always so sweaty.
Man, it smells so good in here.
Yeah, it is.
So good.
And look, I have one. It doesn't smell like, what is it?
Don't smell like bitch.
Yep.
That's what it doesn't smell like.
For those
Okay.
of you that are not listening or not watching, we do not have a bitch here today. Blake, sorry. Blake's a bitch. And he's not here today. He's
Yeah, he decided he was gonna go to
Island Park.
well,
Island
so
Park.
a Marco Polo.
Yeah, it was a
was-
windy Marco Polo. I thought he said fucking lagoon.
You had Lagoon.
Yeah,
Lava.
I heard Yellowstone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it was bad.
I
It
was the closest in like
area.
activity.
Area, yeah,
Activity.
area-ish, because you said
Not even area,
Yellowstone.
just activity. Because you guys went amusement park, I went
The great outdoors.
outdoorsies.
I
But,
mean, Lagoon sounds more fun.
Outdoorsies.
Blake's mom's in town,
All right.
and
Yeah.
so they live in Vegas. His parents live in Vegas, so they don't get to see each other very often. So he's gonna take that time. He's gonna be in Island Park for the weekend.
Yeah.
So
Good on him.
good
Yeah,
on
he's
him.
Getting
Good on
some
good on
family
us.
Time.
Good on us.
I know. We get to fucking relax.
Yep. I get look at this. Ah.
Look at this.
Yeah, I'm
the
not sure if
room.
that's ever been a problem for you though.
No, on that side of the table is where the problem is.
What fucking problem?
Fuck.
Well, I mean, you got thing one and big thing two.
I love that you were thing one and then you became big thing two. Like he doubled up on you.
Well, so funny thing at work, I got named double wide, and, and my coworker is fucking single wide. So he's like, "Go grab single wide and double wide and take them up here."
God, man, you're even getting ribbed for how big you are at work. Well, that's that area of work. That's that
That worker mentality.
that
Yeah.
that worker mentality where it's your shit just doesn't stop getting thrown.
Yeah, well, and that's
Oh, it was bad today. Whoo, I was on one.
as long as it's a joke, it's all good. The second it's not a joke is when you're like, "Look here, motherfucker."
No, sometimes when it's not a joke is when it's really fun.
Right.
Like in the oil field, we made people cry.
Oh, see, I mean, no.
We made grown men cry.
My coworker was picking on the Mexicans.
God. I mean, they're easy targets. So.
Well, he
Jesus.
didn't understand what he was saying. He's like, "Man, this guy's saying
Wait,
the N word."
Wait, you didn't understand what the Mexican was saying?
No, the
It
Mexicans
was probably
didn't
something like
understand what he was saying.
vato, taco.
And then he knows how to say, "I want to lick your
Pendejo.
butthole" in Spanish. So he kept fucking saying that to him.
I can say stupid pussy in Spanish.
What is
Well, it's like slang Spanish, I guess. Pendejo puta.
I thought pendejo
Oh, no,
was
that's bitch.
dickhead.
Pendejo is stupid.
I'm gonna have to look that
But
up.
pendejo panocha.
That's more accurate.
Stupid pussy.
Stupid pussy. I thought, well, I
And
thought
that's
stupid
slang.
was el stupido.
That's that's the stupid.
Okay, then how the fuck is
Pendejo is slang.
slang?
Yeah, like
Oh,
it's a dialect thing. And so I might be merging two different dialects there too.
Well, because as far as I was aware, pendejo always meant dickhead.
No, it's stupid.
I'm gonna look it up now.
You should.
It's
Just
stupid.
because I'm
You're
I don't
being-
think it is.
you're being a real pendejo.
But then again, no, I don't know. I don't.
That's weird coming from the whitest guy here. Me saying
dickhead
pendejo.
in Spanish.
Anyway, how fascinating this has gotten. Right out of the gates, man. I'm just like,
Right,
Oh,
right
it's-
into the racism.
Gilipollas.
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 I'm gonna pull you. No.
you're
I'm
gonna tickle his dickhead.
You gonna tickle my dick, boy?
That's what he was saying. He's like,
maybe,
that's what
maybe.
dickhead
You
is.
can tickle my
might.
pickle for a nickel.
I might. I'll tickle your pickle for
You know what's funny?
$20.
You pay me a nickel. Oh wait, I pay you a nickel.
To tickle his pickle?
Yeah,
You're gonna
tickle-
pay him
You're
to
gonna
fucking
pay
play
me.
with his dick?
You're gonna pay me $5.
You're
It's a science experiment, I gotta get the microscope out. It's like looking at microbiomes. You said that Marco Polo today with the big white cock.
Oh yeah.
And did you see that one?
Yeah, I did.
Did you see my response?
Yeah, I did.
Want to see my big white cock? Oh man, I'm like, that's what happens when Trevor tries to show his big white cock to any girl. Oh man,
You lied.
you liar. Episode 52, guys. We're back at it.
It freaked me out because you have the YouTube video up, and so I saw 50. I'm like, "Fuck,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
wrong."
We got the
No.
episode. We have backlogged episodes now, so
Yeah.
obviously, I mean,
Well, that's not the
Not that it
newest one
matters.
because the newest one's on there.
that is the newest one.
No, it's not.
50.
51 is on there.
51 will be uploaded.
Next week.
Oh, right.
Or this week.
Coming, talking to the past.
Or I guess
right
last
now.
week.
Talking to the past right now. It was uploaded last week, which is for us. Oh, God, that's so confusing. Backlogging episodes is weird, but it's a good thing to have. Or it's weird for continuity.
It would have worked to like for say if we were all just like fuck it because Blake wasn't here, we'd still have an episode.
Yeah. Like, well, if well, I was totally prepared to, because I didn't know what time you were going to be here,
Yeah.
or if you were going to get closer to town, and be like, guys, I'm too fucking tired. I'm gonna go home and go to bed, which I would have understood. Fucking long days can do that to you. I was
fuck yeah.
totally prepared for just a 2-man podcast here.
Yeah. But then you came in with all that racism and
Yeah, you fucking racist. Trevor, I got a question for you.
Racist. What?
What are your views on Indians?
Like the Dot Indians or the Talhead Indians?
those are the dot Indians,
Those
you
are the-
dumbass.
No.
Yeah, you're thinking feather versus dot.
Oh no, one's Hindu. and
Fuck,
one-
dude.
I don't know.
Well, that answered my question. He doesn't know the difference.
He's like, they're brown,
no,
they all
one's
look the same.
One's the Dot. No, because they're normally at 7-Eleven.
Okay. Yeah, there.
Oh, you mean they own a 7-Eleven? That's
No,
a
they're-
businessman.
They're usually the
No,
ones
they
that are on call
lease it.
support.
Wow.
Hello, my name is John. I am calling from the Federal Investigations Bureau.
I'm a pet.
Those ones are always funny. I'm like, oh, are you?
Yeah, and you said Federal Investigations Bureau. It's Federal Bureau of Investigations.
Yeah. Well, and I'm also like, me and them
That's
have like a
fib.
past history. You would know this if you were a part of them. You wouldn't be calling me. You just show up.
Yeah, right.
You would just show up.
Um,
They know where.
Dude,
I
that's
live.
always funny when you
I
say
was-
shit like that because then they're like, oh.
What?
I was waiting for Trevor to go. Oh, you mean Indians? Do you mean the or the la 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 kind?
I feel like we've done this before.
I feel like it's a recurring racism thing in this podcast.
I think Arabs are interesting.
I waited on bated breath for that one. I was like,
Yeah, I heard you. I heard you
Interesting.
sucking. He's like, do I cut this out so we
Oh,
don't
no.
go?
oh no! Like I said, like I don't want to lose I don't want to lose our number one sponsor, so I was ready to mute you.
Number
Oh,
one.
our number one sponsors. Who are those?
7-Eleven.
No,
What's
Well,
our
Go on, say it.
What's our number one sponsor? Oh.
what is it?
The Cool Kids Club.
Yeah. Well, no. Okay, our number 2 sponsor then.
Who the fuck is our first?
Well, Cool Kids Club is our number
All
one.
with K's.
Wow, no.
The second number one sponsor has 4 letters.
NWA? No.
That's 3.
NWA.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's it's 4 letters, and
YMCA.
two of them are the same.
I don't know.
Well, it's
I want to say Nana, but that's wrong.
no, you're close. It's got that
My
sa-
Nana
it's
cares.
It's that same repeat of letters, but it's the letters are I and S.
Oh, ISIS?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why are you pussyfooting around ISIS? Or wait, I'm thinking of like the American ISIS, the immigration people.
Ice.
That's ICE.
ICE. Oh, I've always called them ISIS.
ISIS are like the terrorists.
Oh yeah, I don't support
I had
them.
a
I support them.
I don't.
I
Anyway.
have a family member who's
Sponsoring
I'm
us?
trying to think here. No.
No, he's sponsoring other groups that we're like,
Oh.
we don't know how we feel about you,
Well, no.
and we do. And
I'm
it's
trying to
it's
think
a
if
we
I
don't
actually want to
approve.
say this. Okay, the people that are listening that would know, if I don't say names, if they know so already, so I can say it. I have a family member whose baby daddy he's an illegal immigrant and is being monitored by ICE right now.
Oh, really?
That's not a surprise.
Doesn't have
He-
his green card?
Well, he didn't renew. He was he was here on a
Oh.
work visa, and his work visa never.
That's what happened to the dude in Idaho Falls that owned the mechanic shop.
And her other, so she has a baby with him and then a baby. Did you guys ever hear about? This is a while ago. It was the dude. Trying to think if I can say this guy's name because it's on the news. His name's on the news all over. If you look it up, I want to make sure it won't come back to my family member because I don't want to like
Out somebody
out
in the kid.
out my family because that's awful. But I don't think.
I would just gloss over it.
I'm just gonna say it. His name's Oscar Ortega.
That sounds super familiar.
He went on. I don't know if he went on Ellen. Was it Ellen? It was either Ellen or Oprah, one of the two. And I don't know if he went on it or he just auditioned to go on it. But he was claiming that he was the second coming of Jesus Christ.
Oh, I think I remember hearing about this guy.
And then he went to kill the Antichrist, who happened to be Obama.
Was this a local guy?
Yeah, he lived.
Yeah,
he lived in
this
Idaho
was-
Falls. He went. He had
What?
went to D.C., went to the White House, and shot an assault rifle at the White House.
Mhm,
What?
and you don't remember this,
And
dude?
but
It was
the-
like in 2012.
yeah, it was a while. Well, it was when Obama was the president.
Yeah,
but the
he was
shitty
in-
part is he didn't do his research because Obama wasn't even at the White
No,
House.
he
at the
wasn't.
time.
He wasn't.
He was
even-
out doing something, but obviously he's in prison
Yeah.
for an attempted assassination.
Mm-hmm.
But he didn't get like in the grounds. He was from the gate, shot at the White House.
Oh. So
Mm-hmm.
just walked up on the sidewalk shooting into the
Yeah,
Into the building.
building.
I'm surprised he didn't die. Like he
I
wasn't
think
killed
I-
on sight for doing something
See,
like that.
and
but-
Right.
these are those moments where I'm always like,
This is why we can't have nice
how
things.
do people get away with that? Because like, we're always under the impression that like, if you do something that gains too much attention from the government, the next thing you know, you just go bye-bye.
Yeah, you disappear.
Yeah. But then, like, a motherfucker on broad daylight guns up a fucking building like that, and you're just like, nothing. You
Yeah.
didn't shoot him at the door. You didn't kick him in the nuts on the way out. Nothing. What is
Well, I
happening?
mean, he walked up on the sidewalk, which the sidewalk is public domain. So
That-
they're not watching that as well. They probably are now.
Oh, they probably have always been. Well, and that's another thing. It just blows your mind. Yeah, I remember this dude.
This is
Everyone was so, big
this is
into
the
this.
guy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Y-
There is still so much more that God needs me to express to the world. It's not just a coincidence that I look like Jesus. I am the body of
Yeah.
Jesus Christ that you all have been waiting for. So I ask you, Oprah. Better yet, I'm begging you, Oprah.
Yeah, that's right. Get on them knees.
Please answer your show, Oprah. It is so crucial.
Fuck,
that the world
dude.
hears God's word for the fate of humanity, for the fate of mankind, for the fate of me seeing my son grow older. Please, Oprah, I'm begging you.
His fucking
the f-
necklace is rubbing against the thing.
Oh, I think it was his hand.
Yeah. So yeah, he's
But
coming
here's
to
a,
Jesus Christ. Here, I'll look
So
up.
he's obviously a Mexican because he didn't succeed.
wow.
Holy shit.
But let's backtrack here. I remember this being a huge thing, and I think I remember because I was working. Obviously, I was working construction at the time, and somebody asked me about it. They're like, "You have one of those crazy motherfuckers," and blah blah blah. I was like, "What are you talking about?" I had no idea it happened. Somebody else had to explain to me that it had happened, and I was all like, "You know more than I do." But then I was all like, "I think I do know that guy. Like, I
Alright,
think I've
so
seen him
On
in Idaho Falls." That's the crazy part.
oh, you haven't recently, obviously.
Well, no.
Okay, here you go.
When-
On November 11th, 2011, Oscar Ramiro Ortega Hernandez, oh yeah, that's a Mexican name. Sorry, an unemployed 21-year-old man fired multiple shots at the White House using a semi-automatic rifle. At least 7 bullets hit the second floor. Neither President Barack Obama nor First Lady Michelle Obama were home at the time. The president was not even in Washington, D.C., having been on a trip abroad. However, the couple's youngest daughter, Sasha, and the First Lady's mother were in the White House. Oh, so there was some family.
Also, there was some.
No one was injured. It took 4 days for the Secret Service to realize that the bullets had struck the White House.
Wow.
4 days.
Realized they had struck. They do it and shot, but they took them for. Like, the White House is big.
Right.
That's
to track it down.
fair, but I mean, at the same time, I'm like, he was standing right there.
Michelle
coulda-
Obama learned of the shooting from an usher, then summoned Mark J. Sullivan, director of Secret Service, to find out why the first family had not been informed. Well, yeah.
Oh,
I would have
shit.
been too. I've been like, hey, you guys would think he would notify us that our house got shot up, dumbasses.
The funny
Well,
thing
and-
is he could have took out Obama's mom.
Yeah, so
Wow.
Oscar Ramiro Ortega Hernandez, an unemployed 21-year-old man, left his home in Idaho Falls, Idaho on October 23rd, 3 weeks prior to the shooting. He told his friends and his family he was going to Utah for a business trip. His family reported him missing on October 31st after he failed to return. According to friends, Ortega Hernandez had become increasingly paranoid before leaving, saying the United States government was controlling citizens and that President Barack Obama had to be stopped. The mother of Ortega's former fiance,
Former.
stated that he had been well-mannered for the 4 years she had known him, but had recently started making bizarre statements. On July 8th, he had told an acquaintance that Obama was planning to put a GPS tracking devices into children that the world would end in, and that the world would end in 2012. In September, he made a video for Oprah Winfrey, that video we just watched, explaining that he was Jesus and asking to appear on her television show. On his 21st birthday in October, he made a 45-minute speech on various topics, including a warning of the dangers of secret societies.
So,
Oscar Ortega had a 2-year-old son with his former fiance, and it is unknown when or why they separated.
Oh, I think we have some solid
I
reasons.
know exactly why, but I'm not keeping that one to myself because I'm not outing my family.
Again, I think that
Oscar Ortega arrived in Washington on November 9th with 180 rounds of ammunition and a Romanian-made Seeger Wazir semi-automatic rifle that he had purchased from a gun shop in Idaho Falls. On the morning of the shooting, he was reported for suspicious behavior in a local park. Police questioned him, but he refused to let the police search his car. Well, that you don't have
wonder why.
you don't have reasonable
yeah,
suspicion.
probable cause. Yeah.
Probable cause.
Mhm.
You have to have probable cause to search. Reasonable suspicion. Let them talk to him. Police officers let him go. Let him go as they had no cause to make an arrest. There you go.
And then he went and shot up the White House.
Yep.
Interesting. I 2012 is when I moved to Idaho, so it wasn't on my spectrum.
Ortega's arrest was sheer luck. He crashed a black 1998 Honda Accord registered in his name several blocks from the White House shortly after the shooting. He abandoned his vehicle with his firearm still inside, dumbass, along with 3 loaded magazines, 9 spent shell casings, and brass knuckles. On November 13th, the United States Park Police obtained a warrant, blah, 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 blah. So when that happened, my whole entire family got put under investigation.
Did you have some
Obviously.
issues with that?
Huh?
I said, did you have some fucking issues with that?
So my entire family got put under observation.
It's weird.
Like questioned, or they
No,
just watched you?
I'm sure they. Oh,
They just
and I
watched
can't.
you.
This might be the paranoid me. The man's watching me, but I mean,
I mean,
I
they're
bet they
always
were.
watching.
I bet they were. Oh no, I bet. Well, so my
1000%
mom.
They were.
My mom's a CPS worker,
Mhm.
and she swears she saw several black Suburbans and Cadillacs
Roaming the neighborhood.
kind of roaming the neighborhood. One followed her home, like followed her most of the way on US 20 on the way home.
Well, and the thing is
But that's I mean, and they were black with like blackout,
windows and stuff. So
Like limo tent and all that shit.
like
Yeah.
darker than limo tint.
Hmm.
Because limo tent you can kind of see into. These Secret
Ish.
Service, I don't know how they can. They're above the law apparently.
it's on their license plate.
What?
So when you follow like a government vehicle, the police would usually pull you over. But in reality, they'll just get behind them. They're like, "Oh, the plate," and then they'll back the hell off.
Well, obviously the plate's gonna come back registered to fucking Obama.
Or
no, they
Secret
just
Service.
it just comes up as a government
I
plate,
know.
and then
Yeah.
I
I-
don't know Obama.
they just like
Obama.
you don't need to know why we're out here, kind of thing. No, I'm pretty sure you had probably one or two people actually physically watching you, but the rest of it was straight up just watching your internet, your phones, and stuff like that. Because they don't have to tell you that they're watching
I
you.
was safe because I was a minor.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
If when you're connected to shit like that, you
Well, my Fourth Amendment protects me from all of that.
say one stupid comment in this point, like at that point, if you had said a stupid thing, they would have been up your asshole. It wouldn't have mattered what your age
Good
is.
thing at the time on MySpace I was posting that I love Obama.
Yeah,
I love you, Obama.
I love you, mama.
It was 2012. I mean, was MySpace
you weren't
still
a
thing?
child in
Yeah,
2012.
yeah. MySpace was.
You're 30,
still a
right?
thing.
I wasn't a child.
You weren't a child. You were a goddamn adult.
Well, it's 2011 actually, but I mean, still.
It doesn't
'Cause-
matter. They would
wait.
investigate you for at least a year.
By then I was
You're
18.
what? 2 years older than I am.
I was 18 at the time. So yeah, they I mean, they could have monitored me for.
God only
Oh,
knows
yeah.
how long.
Yeah, because I would have
I
been
mean,
like
and-
16.
They
16,
would've been like,
17.
Man, this dude just masturbates a lot.
You know what?
What is he
honestly,
looking at? What the
Oh
fuck?
God!
He's,
He's
like,
into that
why?
hentai shit.
Whatever. He's like, why isn't bestiality against the law? And they're like, but
watching
it,
watching it's not.
is it really not?
Really?
Why would watching it be not? Why would watching it be
Because
against
you're
the law?
watching.
Well, it's the
the
same thing as
act.
like, child porn.
Well, I mean,
It's a
com-
crime.
comparing
You're
those,
watching it.
comparing those two that's a stretch.
It is a stretch, but it's still fucked up.
I don't think watching it is illegal.
I don't know because I
Google
guess
it.
I don't know if I want to Google something like that. Trevor's got it. He's gonna Google it.
Okay, good.
Is watching bestiality illegal?
He's gonna get Siri. Man, Siri's gonna be like the
Flag.
people watching the Siri, like Siri, because people do monitor that Siri stuff.
No, I
and
didn't do
AI
Siri.
does.
I just did voice to text.
Well, it still runs through fucking
I don't
Sorry.
Apple
Something.
servers.
It runs through something. Anyway, what does it say?
Oh, bestiality is legal in 4 states.
It's
okay,
actually
hold
it
on.
is illegal.
Viewing
It's
as ophilia illegal? Do.
I think it is.
You know what a donkey show is?
Yeah.
I want to go to one. Joke,
Really?
I'm joking. No.
You know,
My,
I don't think I
so
could. I just don't like the
My
idea
my
of
dad's
it.
wife, my mother stepmom, right? My stepmom, when she was married to her ex-husband at the time, they were in Cancun or
Somewhere in Mexico.
somewhere in Mexico, and they went off the resort and were going around, and she saw a thing that said donkey show, and she's like, "Well, what is that? I want to go watch."
And he's like,
And her no, he was like, "Okay, let's go." And he
Oh.
knew.
Well, and see, and I think that would be
Well,
hilarious.
The thing was, is they didn't watch it because the second she came out mostly undressed and then brought a donkey in, she was like, "This is something weird. I'm leaving."
Yeah, you're
says-
like smart move, on.
Watching and possessing zoophilia porn is legal in every continental U.S. state except Oregon. This may be changing in California.
Dude, California's
But-
a shit show.
Ooh,
It
you'll
hasn't
have to-
been decided yet. The videos aren't a crime in your state, so enjoy it as much as you want.
Nope.
Ew.
Well, the
I
thing is-
don't
that's-
love
see,
that
that's the
that
thing
just
is
said enjoy it as much as you want. I was like,
because
what
they
the fuck?
they can't outlaw it on a federal level because it's still legal, and well, they would
It-
have to outlaw because bestiality itself is not outlawed on a federal level. That's why some states you can practice it. God knows why you'd want to.
Yeah, and I think like certain states have certain rules against bestiality. Like you can't fuck certain animals, and I was like,
You
Well,
I
can't
don't
fuck
think you
any
should be able to
animal.
fuck any of them, but whatever.
Well, the thing is that the ones you're not allowed to fuck are the ones you're not allowed to have as a pet.
Ugh. Blech.
Okay.
What was it? I actually
Could you imagine?
remember.
Could you imagine? You go to a friend's house, right? And they were a practicer of bestiality or zoophilia or whatever you want to call it. Bestiality is the act of having sex with an animal. Zoophilia is
Watching.
is the filmography,
Yeah. The
Okay.
porno.
the porno film. I was using proper terms.
Oh, I'm
Look
impressed
as
with
a-
both of you right now.
as a-
You
as
guys
a-
definitely know your porn terms. I am
Well, no,
fucking lost
I know
here.
my producering. Wow,
Producer.
I don't know my producering. My producer terms. Filmography is film.
Active.
Yeah.
Filming.
Anyways,
Just like photography.
yeah. So
Or an audio file.
anyway,
I
so
guess
say
it's
they
not the
were
same thing.
say this friend, you had no idea that they did this, but they did, and they obviously no one like publicizes this. You go to their house and she does something and it triggers her fucking I don't know dog.
And it just starts fucking going to town on her.
Yeah, starts red rocketing and, and you're like what? That's weird. 'Cause,
Well, I just like your
'cause-
dog's
'cause-
super horny and I don't love this.
I don't.
I was all like, I don't like that you're not stopping him either.
well, that's
Like
the thing is
the leg thing is making me uncomfortable.
well, 'cause
Throw him
dogs
outside
will hump for
until
like-
they nut.
well, I mean, as a dominance thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
But they don't shoot the red rocket unless they are trying to fuck. From my understanding, at least.
I don't know. I don't know.
Veterinarians or what's the other?
Bestiality people.
zoologists.
Zoologists. There we go. I like that
Do
one.
you? Can you
Fuck.
confirm that a dog
I don't.
won't red rocket unless they're trying to fuck?
This is trying to fuck.
Okay, let's get off a different. Let's get off
Yeah,
a different subject, please.
I was
'cause-
gonna give you guys a story because I remember hearing about.
Yeah. Here,
Uh,
start with your story.
I was
Please.
gonna do it, but I kind of want to end this shit. It's a little awkward for me. I feel uncomfortable. You two are having a fucking day with this, and I'm just over here. I'm like, so
I
there's
do-
this thing called church and Jesus, and you might want to fucking visit.
Nah.
Like, I'll make fun of terrorists all goddamn day, but this is I don't know how I feel.
We were making fun of people fucking dogs.
Yeah.
You
guys-
weren't. That's the
hey,
problem.
Hey, you continue
There-
your story.
Anyway, so my story is that I can't remember who it was, but it was one of my friends. I think you guys actually know him. But he's telling me how
I'm not putting this on the screen, but you continue your story.
holy fuck. I just read the title and now I feel
Holy
even
fuck.
dirtier.
Continue your story.
Anyway, so again, I don't remember who it was, but it's one of our friends. And he got a phone message from one of his friends, or he was
Like
telling a story.
Text message?
No,
or
no,
a
like
voicemail.
Like a
voicemail.
Okay.
And
Phone
it
message.
revolved around this voicemail coming from a friend. Voicemail?
Moist.
Voicemail coming from a friend where he ended up hearing his friend have sex with a dog.
Oh boy.
And yeah. And
Like you could hear the dog like
yeah,
whimpering
so
and
I'm not
shit?
sure if like this story was his friend actually had voicemailed him or whatever, like butt dialed him or whatever the fuck it is, or if
The
he had
dog.
heard of this happening to somebody else. I can't remember the story very well because it was forever ago, around actually 2013, 2014, and I remember just thinking, I was like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I would do, and
Like if one of you guys called me
and you were
and I answer, I'm like, hello, and I hear just I'll be like, what the fuck? What do I?
Well,
what
that's
do,
the thing is
what do
he
I do with
didn't
this
answer.
information?
He didn't answer it. What happened is he went straight to voicemail,
okay.
and
And it
that's
was on
it's
the
a
voicemail.
recording.
Yeah.
Either way, though, like what? Like I heard the voicemail. I'd be like, what do I do with this information? Do I just like
Do I call the
pretend-
cops?
Do I call the cops? Do I pretend like this never happened?
It could
How
be
can-
punishable to
how-
up to 20 years in jail,
For in Idaho,
just anywhere in the United States.
Did you read
if
that?
it's legal,
or did
if it's
you...
illegal,
Yeah.
because some states it's legal.
In 4 states, yes.
Yeah.
I can't remember what 4 states.
Well,
it
and
was.
again, see, and this is the reason why I don't like
Probably
Googling
Alabama.
what laws are for certain states, because they're always like weird and they're never like straight out, unless it's like what's the agricultural laws. But when you look up weird,
Hawaii, New Mexico, West Virginia, and Wyoming.
why is Hawaii? on-
Wyoming. That makes sense.
Hey,
Actually.
they love their goats.
Their
and their
sheep.
sheep.
Bat.
Fuck. Anyway, play this
Have you been a
fucking atrocious.
bad goat?
That's fucking
Here we
gross.
go. Oh, Christ.
So they can still hear us, Trevor. I'm not sure if you
What I do
remember.
doesn't hurt you. It doesn't affect you. I fuck dogs. Get over it. And where I do it, it's legal.
Wow.
So
I mean, I'm
that clip, Do you guys know the YouTube show Equals 3?
yeah.
Yeah, with Ray
Ray
William
William
Johnson.
Johnson.
Yeah. So this
Love
is
that
how old.
dude.
I mean, this video was posted 6 years ago, so that was around the time of. I'm I'm pretty sure this is a repost of a repost of
Yeah,
a repost.
because
Yeah,
Ray
this-
William Johnson stopped doing it like 10 years ago.
Yeah. I first saw this clip on Ray William Johnson's Equals 3. Dude, that was the start of like
Meme videos.
meme like you know how everyone does the meme reviews.
Yeah.
That was the start of that. He
That was before like Rob Dyrdek did it and all that shit.
Yeah, actually
but
it
and the
was.
thing is he actually put content behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had actual like knowledge and shit.
That's one of my
What the fuck does that say?
Well,
at the
he rebooted Equals 3 for a minute.
age restricted.
Dude, did you see how fast he whipped out his? Was trying to whip.
Well,
out his
I thought it
glasses?
said
He's like,
give this bitch
"Hold
the
on."
death sentence, but that's not what it says. What it says is 1 hour of silence, occasionally broken up by Lego Yoda.
death sound.
Death sound.
It's
Oh, my
recommended
fuck.
videos.
Yeah, I thought
my
it was a
watch
fucking
history.
review or
'Cause
like
my
a
watch-
comment.
Because
Yeah,
these recommended
hold on, wait,
are
can we go through the comments? I want to see what
based
the
Oh, I
comments.
bet this one's got no
Fine.
comments.
I'm sure.
Doesn't have any comments. How do I find?
Oh no, they're.
Do I hit that? No.
No.
No, I don't want to watch more of that.
No, please don't. The fact that she's still subscribing.
there
They're
we
up
go.
there. They are.
Taking this energy into my 20s.
Ew, fuck, dude. What the
Way
fuck?
to go, girl. Love it. The dog will never let. What is? Whatever.
The dog will never tell.
Cheat
cheat
on
on
Cheat on
you.
you or lie to you.
So
why
when
not?
Mhm.
What the fuck?
Hey, this is a good one right here. This is deeply disturbing. The fact that she has the audacity to come out and admit this is absolutely abhorrent. Abhorrent? Why would anyone be proud of this? Why would you do this?
I
Oh, yeah,
want
it was
that
her,
person-
her name is Whitney, Wisconsin.
Oh my! You know what? I think I fucking heard that name before, or I just heard the name Whitney and Wisconsin.
Where I do it's legal.
you know, like
Where I do it's legal. Hell, even Satan has standards.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't tell if I should agree or disagree. It's disgusting and disturbing act, but I don't see any harm that can come to the animals if they. Okay, I'm skipping that one.
wow, dude. There's so many sympathizers. I don't know how I feel about this.
This one right here, it's got a profile picture of a dog.
I'm a
I'm
dog.
a dog, so I'm kind of scared. Edit. Still a dog, still scared.
That's
I would
fine.
love if it had like date stamps, you know. But
They
it's
do.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
But I mean, if the edit said like the date,
What I do doesn't.
Oh, that just
no.
goes back to the. Oh, okay.
doesn't.
good. Yeah. Ugh.
Ugh. She sounds like she's Southern.
Yeah, she does.
Like,
Well, she-
That's how STDs started.
It's fucking monkeys.
Fucking monkeys.
I think that's actually how. Was it
This d-
herpes?
It this
I
one.
don't know.
It doesn't affect you. It does affect me because I can never see a dog the same way again.
Oh my god.
I wonder how many, like, if we scrolled long enough, how many people would be jealous of the dogs? Because that's just how the world works.
Oh yeah, I'm jealous of that dog. She got blonde, big boobs.
Where's the OnlyFans link?
God, oh.
Ew, ugh. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm just saying that's a
Come
comment.
on,
Okay, we're gonna
man.
get out. We're gonna
Jesus
get off the
Christ.
topic.
Yeah,
Um,
where's Blake when you need him? He's like, y'all fucking disgust. But then again, I feel like Blake would be into this one.
Blake
I
would
don't
be
know why.
Well, who wants me to look up horse dick all the time?
Yeah.
Blake. That's true.
Maybe
And you
he's
know
into
what?
bestiality.
Maybe he
guys.
probably knew her. He's like, man, I follow her all the damn
No,
time.
sorry, not bestiality. Zoophilia.
Zoophilia. You know what? I feel like they
Blake,
put
can you-
zoophilia in there because it's like the transgender thing. They're like, it's not fucking children. It's like age something.
Blake, can you confirm and/or deny that you know who Whitney, Wisconsin? Whitney. I about
Yeah.
said Whitney Houston.
I actually went there too. I was like, Whitney Houston. I was like, why? This one doesn't involve drugs or dying.
Yeah. Can you confirm, Blake? Can you confirm the existence of your knowledge of watching Whitney with Houston? Wow, Whitney with Houston.
Whitney when Houston, I mean, you know what?
Fuck it.
Damn, I'm gonna struggle with it. I'm not doing it.
I'm not.
doing it.
I'm gonna-
Anyway,
I'm
you
gonna
know
move-
this
I'm gonna
Whitney
move on.
chick who fucks animals.
There was a news story that I wanted to go over.
Let's do it.
Let's
it
go.
happened.
So, is this one of what we were talking about, like the segment we were talking about, or is this just
yeah.
a local news? It's
No, it's not local. It's
is
kinda-
it a bizarre or funny or strange?
I think so. As far as what I was reading, I mean, I read through it already.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
so
for it.
we're gonna be starting a new segment. Possibly, if you guys enjoy this, we're gonna make it a weekly thing. It's gonna, if you listen to K-Bear 101, I believe it's Victor Will does this like bizarre news or strange news.
He usually does Florida Man,
Florida man.
Yeah, that's what it is. I think.
where they come
I
up
know
with
one of the radio shows, local radio shows here do like a strange news.
Something like
something
that.
like that.
But
Anyway,
we're gonna adopt
try.
something like that. And so, Trevor, go ahead. Let's see what you got.
So I found a thing. It says Maine woman punches bear that chased her dog. A Maine woman was bitten by a bear in her backyard while defending her pet dog. Went to the hospital. She was tending her garden in Porter when her dog took off into the woods, barking at something on Friday. In short order, the dog was racing back to the yard with a black bear in hot pursuit, said Mark Latiti.
Mark
La-
Latiti. What a name.
Latti.
Oh,
Latti, yeah.
Latia.
I like that.
It's
Titty.
Latti. Anyway, spokesperson for the Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife. Kelly stood and made herself appear large, which was recommended in black bear encounters, but instead of slowly retreating, she proceeded to confront the bear, which is not recommended.
Oh yeah.
The bear briefly latched into Kelly's wrist after she punched the animal in the nose.
So is this woman like a small dainty figure or a man?
I don't know. We can
Or a
Facebook
man.
stalk her.
Well, you know, there's those women. You're like, dude,
Dude.
are you dude?
It's rare for someone to be bitten by a bear in Maine, even though the state has one of the largest black bear populations in eastern seaboard. Encounters with bears can be reduced by
Not being
yeah.
a dumbass.
Yeah, that's getting to just the meat and potatoes.
Anyway,
of-
she fucking punched the fucking bear.
For
She's
a
like,
dog.
I'm not backing up. Bah!
Well, when it comes to bears, you're not really supposed to back down.
No, you're supposed
No,
to
you're
slowly
sup- no,
retreat.
you're supposed to make
You're supposed to
yourself
make yourself big.
big,
then back
big,
out.
loud, and
And-
back up.
Yep, big, loud, and slowly retreat when it comes to a bear encounter. And if they follow you, you're supposed to run downhill because it could be a myth, but you're supposed to run downhill because we have longer legs, we can run faster. They start to fall.
They start to fumble.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if I
can't
believe
run
that.
faster.
Well, no. We
Gravity's
can't
a
run
good
faster,
factor,
but
though.
we have better
Mobility.
mobility.
We don't got stupid legs.
Stupid legs.
Well, I
mean,
can see
some of
them
us do,
tripping
but-
over their own feet, but
Oh, and by the way, this lady is 64 years old.
God damn.
wow.
She would probably-
Could you just imagine this fucking old lady? This whole thing happening. She's got a little fucking chihuahua or something like that. Coming back, fucking chihuahua's yipping. And she's like, oh! Bop.
She probably didn't even go. "Rrr." She's like, "You bitch!"
You fucked with the wrong chihuahua. Bop.
What do you think went through the bear's mind? What a fuck?
The fuck just happened?
Like, scrawny old bitch.
This is
Like,
why your
fuck.
husband left you.
Okay, so my question is, you guys were out camping, right? And we have, you have your dog. Wait, your dog's.
I don't take him camping.
Well, say
I
you
have.
did, and you got a small dog,
I
right?
do. Yeah, I have Chloe who's small.
Anyway, go
And
on.
so you're just sitting there by the fire, and you hear her just hightailing it, yipping and everything. You turn around, and here comes a black bear. Do you stand up and just go, pop, or do you go? Oh, the dog has the right idea. Let's get the fuck out of here.
No, I
Well,
just
you're-
get up and I shoot my gun.
Yeah.
Pop, pop, and then it will probably leave. If not, I don't know.
Bear meat's good.
Well, the thing
Is
about
it? I
bears
heard
is
it's really
when they're
tough.
running, you can shoot them as much as you want. They'll be dead, and they're gonna still be at a dead ass run towards you.
Yeah.
Like you can shoot them right between the eyes, and if they have so much momentum going that they're still gonna go for another 30,
Couple-
40 feet.
Yeah.
I'd punch a grizzly. I think I can beat a grizzly in a fight.
I don't.
I do.
I-
Isn't that
I
how you broke your
genuinely-
hand?
I could beat a bear in a fight,
I don't think you could.
hand to hand.
I think
One bop.
You mean hand to paw?
Hand. Well, not. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess because bears, if you punch a
not
bear in the
not a
nose,
bear. I could fight a moose.
what? Where are you coming up with these standards? I'm
don't-
like, two of
it's
these
a moose.
creatures
It's a
would
moose.
just fucking destroy you. Moose kill more people than bear do.
I know.
Uh,
You're right.
uh,
Okay.
And secondly, you couldn't reach a moose's face.
Okay, yeah, I could.
No,
A
you
little,
dude, they're like 8 feet.
a little flying uppercut, and then it would be.
You would look like a
dead.
dumbass. You would jump like Mario and
Yeah.
you'd miss. You'd fucking miss, and he would just be like, "You stupid bitch," and headbutt you. If he didn't stomp you to death. I've seen these things walk past semis and like look in the windows. Basically, I'm all like, "That's a big fucking animal."
That's scary.
Okay. Maybe not a moose. How about like a
You know what? I've always
like a hummingbird?
A hummingbird.
Oh my god.
You know what? You would still lose. They're so damn fast. They just pluck your fucking eyes out.
Okay, you know what? Let's.
You're not picking pick a cat. You have a better chance of killing a goddamn
No,
cat.
'cause remember what happened last week? I lost a fight with a cat.
You
Look at this.
can't beat a kitty.
I got a scar from that.
Oh, you pussy. All right.
That cat took on 2 full-grown adults and
I-
won.
I want you to know, if you can't beat a cat, you definitely can't beat a dog.
I can beat a dog.
No. Maybe
Yeah,
a
okay,
chihuahua.
You know what? I'm gonna outsource that one. I'm gonna outsource it to Michael Vick. You come beat this dog for me.
Oh my god.
Wow.
No, he did fucking the dog fights.
I'm
Or
sure-
did
I'm
he
sure-
actually beat the
I'm
dogs?
sure he beat. Well, he beat dogs. You don't do that and not beat the dog too.
for losing.
Well, you kill them when
Wow.
they lose.
Oh, actually,
Well,
oh,
they
yeah, 'cause
live
it was
through it.
I was about to say they're probably already dead. if
Yeah, it's
they
like
lose.
usually they die in the ring, but if they don't, you put them down.
I want to go to a cockfight. I want to see a cockfight.
Do you
I mean,
want
we'll
like
go to
the
the bathroom
lightsaber
right
version
now.
where they put on different colored condoms and
No,
go at it?
no, like the rooster, like the rooster.
I knew what you meant. I just
Like,
thought
could you imagine? Like that's
No, I couldn't imagine.
brutal.
It
oh,
is.
Yeah, no, they're fucking vicious as
I just
hell.
want to see one, just once in my life.
No, I think it'd be traumatizing.
One that's roosters. They're dickheads.
Just because they're dickheads, I don't want to.
It doesn't change the fact that they're still living creatures.
Yeah, but like, you could eat it afterwards.
I don't know if they do.
Like, look, like here, business plan.
No, okay,
Business-
think of it this.
What's this?
He's like, you can get a free show,
No, watch.
or
yeah,
not
you,
a free show,
You pay for the show,
and you get
and then
wings
after the
at
show, you get your dinner.
end. Wow.
Yeah, but if they were fighting, the meat
I-
that would be on them would be
Adrenaline running
no,
through it
not
might make
all
taste
of it.
better.
Yeah, I think
it'd be ruined. It'd be spoiled, wouldn't it?
no.
Well, you would go for the good parts, whatever's left.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
I
like the
mean,
legs. I think the legs would be fine.
well, that's the
The
thing.
chest
is-
probably wouldn't.
Roosters don't have much meat on them though.
I mean, much is more than not. Not much is more than none.
Yeah, that's a hard
I'm
one.
just saying, business plan. you pay for the fight, and then you get your free dinner. And
Nah.
then
Is it a free
and then-
dinner at that point?
Well, no, then okay, not a free dinner. So you're paying for your fight and your dinner, right? So you get a show, and
And a
then you
meal.
get your dinner, and then you can watch more fights as you're eating your dinner.
Yeah, no.
So
I
it's
would
like a-
Or
lose
at least
my
you have something to
appetite.
talk about during dinner.
And I know the perfect place to have these fights.
Mexico?
No, in
Because
like
America isn't going to be
no.
cool
So
with
you
it.
go places like underground, like basements of Chinese restaurants. Like small time would be like Evergreen and like you would have your tiers, right? You would have like Evergreen would be like your minor leagues.
Okay,
right?
first off, I think Evergreen should be at the top.
No. So Evergreen's like a locally owned business, right?
Yeah.
So you got your underground.
But they're massive, dude.
Or like and like your next step up would be something like Happy's, because that's a restaurant
don't know.
chain. And then the big leagues like UFC cockfighting would be like Panda Express.
In fucking KFC.
Well, no, I said Chinese restaurants
Why did you have to? Why is it strictly Chinese?
because KFC ain't gonna
That's
do it.
racist.
Because they don't. The KFC won't do it.
Why not?
Why? Colonel Sanders could be down for it.
Colonel Sanders is dead.
Well,
He is down for everything.
Exactly.
No. See, it has to be. It has to be Chinese because they'd be the least expected to do it. You go to a place that serves chicken, you would be like, okay,
Where's the cock ring?
where's the cockfight? Cock ring.
That's what it is. It's
Can I,
cock
can, I,
ring.
can I go into a Chinese restaurant? Hey, where's your cock ring at?
They're like, well, sir,
Let
Well,
me
sir,
show
let me
you.
go back
it's
and I'll
called
show
the
you.
glory hole here, and it's in the back.
Let me see, like
It's
Evergreen
behind
would
the
be
fried rice.
Evergreen would be your minor leagues, and then or
You
no,
guys
like,
are fucking terrible.
no,
I want you to
Evergreen-
know how
Evergreen-
racist you guys
Evergreen
have
would be
been
like
this whole
college.
fucking show.
Evergreen would be like college, and then you would go to Happy's, which is like a chain, and that would be like your minor leagues, and then your major leagues, your UFC, where they would have like the big ticket.
Could you
fights.
imagine paying like $10,000 just to watch a fucking rooster fight?
Yeah.
No,
But then the thing is for the meal you get 5-star chefs to cook your chicken.
yeah.
Colonel Sanders might sponsor some of the fights. Well, KFC might sponsor the fights, but see, they're a sponsor. They're not a ring. They're not one of the cock rings.
They're not one of the cock rings.
Do you think they come in like
Guys,
infinity
don't steal
stones,
my-
different
hey,
colors?
No, this is
TM
not. You can
copyright.
fuck. No, you guys can have it all you fucking want. This is not gonna be a fucking thing.
Actually, you know what? I think South
No,
Park.
you-
is
I
out of-
think
I
you
think I
should-
might have got that from South Park.
Yeah, see, you can't trademark something from South Park.
Well,
What are you
Simpsons-
gonna put your fucking nuts in the microwave just like what's his fuck's
I've thought
dad
about
did?
it. I've thought about it.
Stands.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Randy
You
Marsh-
know
Randy
what's
Marsh.
sad is I just figured it was Stan's dad
well,
that did
it was
his nuts.
Randy. Yeah, of course it was Randy Marsh.
He
Fuck.
wanted some legal marijuana.
Hey, and that's because the KFC got shut down. Remember? See, we're making a
round circle.
It's a round circle.
You and you guys' cock rings.
A round circle. What else shape would a circle be? Square?
What?
He said we just made a round circle.
Oh fuck yeah, that's dumb.
Oh no, I said round circle because we came
We
around.
came. We
A
came in a
round
circle.
and circle.
Guys, I gotta- okay.
Jesus
That's where he's
Christ.
getting
I
at.
gotta-
Anyway,
So we came in a circle.
We came in a circle.
you guys sure did.
I got a TikTok. I wanna
Circle
show you guys.
jerking. Fuck.
uh,
You know what? I hope Blake
this-
listens to this and he's like, God damn it, this is all gold. And you bastards never do this shit when I'm there. I'm like, because you get too excited about animal fucking. And then you have us Google weird
we
shit
would
that makes us
still-
all feel uncomfortable.
we would still be on this on it.
Oh, this? Dude, you posted this and I have watched this like 70 times, I swear to God.
I don't think I've seen this yet.
It's because
Okay,
you
I po-
don't pay attention to our
Oh,
fucking
yeah, I
messenger.
posted
During-
it in
during
the,
the
TikTok the other
week-
day.
Okay, during the week, I barely watch TikTok.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
okay. So this one, when I just said the came in a circle thing, this is what made me think of.
Hey man, you ready to go to the beach? Oh, you're coming? Whoa, man, what do you mean? Are you coming? Not currently.
So you don't want to come?
Whoa, chill out, man. Why do you want me to come?
Everybody wants you to come.
Everybody wants me to come?
Yeah, we've been excited for you to come.
Why would you want me to come? I just want to go to the beach.
Well, you better come quick. We're all ready to go.
I don't want to come.
I'm gonna make you come.
Please don't. Please don't let me come, Cooper.
You always say you're gonna come.
You're gonna make me
You're about to come.
breathe.
You never said such a thing.
Uncle Tommy's in the car. He's coming.
No.
You don't want Uncle Tommy to come?
I want anybody to come.
Please come outside so they can see you.
Why do they want to see me come?
Wait, what?
I don't understand what you want.
I don't understand what you want.
See, and like, I'm so glad that
Oh,
I don't know
man.
somebody that dumb because honestly, I think I'd be like, "You're so fucking stupid."
I was so today at work, I had a cardiologist appointment. I can get into that later, but because I had that appointment, I let them know at work that hey, I got this appointment. I need to be off by this time. They're like, okay, well, we'll just have you hop in a Chase vehicle, have an easy day, get out at whenever you need to leave. And I'm like, can I leave at 9? And they're like, yeah.
No, leave.
They're like, yeah, you just come in for 4 hours, for 4 or 5 hours, and you can leave, and then you still get paid for the full day. So I'm like, fuck yeah, salary. That kind of works out for me for once. Anyway, so
Right.
I'm
For
waiting.
once.
I'm waiting at hop in the Chase vehicle, and I'm waiting for the truck to get there. And now I'm on my route, so I know that's the first stop. And the driver is an old dude. His name's Paul, and he's kind of just does what he wants. So I'm sitting there waiting. I'm just scrolling through my phone, and that TikTok pops up, and I have the window down, and I have my aux cord plugged in, and the other my actual helper for that route was in his Chase vehicle, and he rolled his window down because he just got there, and all he hears is, "I don't want to come," and he looks at me, and I am laughing so hard I am crying because I don't know why that one it just
got you.
it just got
that
me.
scared me.
You see, you know what? It's funny because there's like some of those videos that you're just like, "This is so stupid." I don't know why. I think it's so fucking.
That was the
funny.
one too. I was just like, this is so fucking stupid. And then you can see on my TikTok here, I found this dude here. He's been doing SodaStream stuff. I don't know if you've seen this guy.
I think I've seen people do
Oh,
the
yeah.
SodaStream stuff, but I don't know.
Oh,
You
so
should,
this-
pull up the ones that not the last one I sent you, but the two before that,
Okay.
because they were pretty good.
But it's just it killed me.
Because yeah, no, not that one. That one.
This one right here.
Yep.
All right. Let's see here. What do you got for us, Trevor?
I think
better
I've
not-
seen this one. Yeah, I think
This
you
better
sent
not
this
be
to me.
lame.
Oh my god, you did send this to me, you dick. Okay, so because they can't, the people who aren't gonna actually watch this video, the thing says,
When you push the Volkswagen guy a little too far.
and then he goes all Adolf Hitler and shit, and I was all like, "Fuck you, Trevor." It
Ga-
was funny.
Gavin?
Yeah, he
Thoughts?
sent it to me.
Thoughts?
I'm
Like, is that-
telling you, fuck you.
I'm gonna start pushing you and see.
It's not gonna happen. It turns out I don't have that.
Can I at least get a Trump 2024?
No. But actually,
Come
you know
on.
what? I will. Trump 24. 24, baby! Fuck 20.
Red
Just
Kingdom,
go
fuck yeah.
straight to the 24. Fuck it. No, yeah, definitely Trump in that regard. I'm going to pencil his fucking name across that
I
goddamn
think.
page.
Oh yeah, I fucking saw this one, Trevor.
Oh, that
this
one?
one's
That
good,
was
too.
hilarious.
This one's good too.
Did
This
I
is,
send that to you,
this
or
is
did
our.
you send that to me?
I think I sent it to you.
I don't need the audio for this one, right?
No, you do. You
Okay.
need-
You do.
need the
Anyway, so
audio
this
for it.
This is our TikTok.
So this is
segment. Now,
that
we're gonna
moment where you guys have
watch
to
a couple
actually
of
watch
TikTok
our
videos.
podcast.
Yeah, come into our podcast around the 53-minute mark. We're watching some TikToks.
Oh, hello. What's up, motherfucker? Get out of my private parts.
It's just,
Jesus.
it's just these stupid ones are the ones that
That
they
gets
just
you.
get me. What's Gavin sending me lately?
Oh, God, I've sent you a lot. Oh, the whitest guys you know.
The dude, is this the whitest kid you know?
Yeah, the whitest kids. Sorry, guys. I always say guys. It's kind of.
Oh, dude, I miss this.
I miss
Trevor
these guys
Moore,
so
rest in
much.
peace. You were a funny motherfucker.
Oh.
Fucking G.
I miss Trevor Moore. Oh, is this the Grapist?
No,
Oh, okay. Because the Grapist is the.
no, but this is like 3 minutes long, dude.
Oh, we're not watching the
Yeah,
trailer.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
it-
so like, dude.
no, it's 4 minutes long.
Oh,
we
it
didn't watch this.
is. It's just
I
right
think
there.
TikTok made a mistake by making it so you can
Videos that were 10 minutes long.
or anything over
Well,
60
no,
seconds.
because now it's that's how you get paid. You have to have them watch you longer than a minute.
But this isn't fucking YouTube.
I know.
The
Well, they're slowly become. They're like they were former Vines, and now they're slowly developing.
Wait, go back to the videos I sent you. The one right before the last one. You need to watch that one too.
Oh God.
Not the fucking cock and ball thing.
No.
I went up. What the fuck? I went to the very
Okay,
top.
Nope. Yep.
This
that
one?
one. Yep. That one. Yep.
Oh, this one is actually kind of funny.
Okay.
It just matches meth energy.
Could you
Could you? Oh, dude, I would.
Dude, I would have punched that
Oh, dude.
motherfucker right out.
I would have.
That
I would have
bitch would've-
slammed the door closed on his head as he was coming through. Gah!
Oh, dude, I'd just be
Trapped his neck in
dropping
there.
haymakers.
I
on
mean,
his
you wouldn't even
stupid
be able.
ass.
You wouldn't even know what the fuck to do, because you're just like
It was out of
Out of
fucking
nowhere, just-
nowhere.
bah!
Out of fucking nowhere.
The
just-
intrusive thoughts have won.
You're right.
this one right here.
Oh,
This guy's fucking hilarious. He puts the 360
camera,
camera on his
yeah.
head, and this one just got me.
This guy, I fucking love it. You want to do a shotgun?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Morgan's still playing? Alexa! Hey Alexa! Fuck!
Fuck!
Jim Beam, it's all your fucking fault!
it's this dude is fucking crying. Just
Imagine being his fucking neighbor.
well, the part with this
Morning, my neighbor!
Shotgun.
this is fucking Blake.
I'd fucking do it.
You know why this is you, Trevor?
I'd fucking do it in a heartbeat. If I miss my alarm,
Is
sure, Ford.
Surfboard
And
and dismount.
Seen this fucking thing too many
you
times.
want to do a
Shotgun?
with me? No?
He fucks up the
Silly.
shotgun.
He's
though.
awful at it.
Yeah, if you watch, I want to start doing that. By the way, when we do shotguns.
You
Bite
want to
it?
fuck in and bite
Oh,
into it?
that-
You don't
yeah.
have the teeth
No,
strength
no,
to
no,
do
no.
that.
I don't want to bite
Blake's
it.
been biting into him. It's so bad, dude. I think we should get those
Krakens.
the Krakens.
Yes.
Give me the light.
I want to.
Sean Paul.
Dad, here.
Arnold Palmer.
Motherfucker.
Sean Paul.
But yeah, he fucks this whole thing up. Like, he barely gets anything. And then fucking alcohol abuse. That's fucking alcohol abuse.
I love that. That's actually something we actually get upset about. Is that like when people are like, "I'm just gonna dump it." What do you mean you're gonna dump it? Well, I don't like it. So what?
Give it to somebody else.
Well, no,
Fuck
they,
Fucking power
down it.
or
No.
power through it.
yeah, but you remember that the old drinking rule that we had? Is like when we bought the bottle of liquor, we were like, "Fuck, this is so gross."
Spin the shot.
Yeah, spin the shot. And what else it was we did spin the shot, we did the punishment game,
That's how we got rid of.
but
Keith,
at the same
Keith's
time
wine.
we no, Keith's wine was like, "Oh, this kind of tastes like vomit." And then you're like, "Oh, this isn't wine. You made
Moonshine.
very untasty moonshine with alcohol proof that could probably make a normal person go blind."
yeah,
Dude,
it
they're
was strong. We finished it.
yeah, and we didn't realize because we were like, he made wine. But then he explained how he made it, and we're like, that's not wine. That's not even close. You didn't. He's like,
He
well, I
didn't
let it
ferment it?
sit. No, he fermented it. But then when he went to do the racking, which is where you just take it from the container and put it into the next container, where you leave all the debris behind, he put all the stuff that he took out of that, and then he boiled it. And then he would put that back into the bottle. And then
Oh
he would
my
ferment that.
Yep.
And then whatever didn't fucking freeze, he would bottle that. And then he cooked it again. And then he fermented again. And then he froze it. And I was like,
Yep.
Yeah, so eventually it was just basically fucking something. I don't know if you can what you would call that, but it was game changing
It got it. Fucked
because
us up.
it just tasted
Dude,
so
you remember
fucking
that?
bad.
We did have that corn whiskey that one time that was like aged only 180 days
Yeah.
or 80 days. It was like it wasn't aged at all.
It wasn't aged long enough.
No.
The point was it was sold, like it was bottled. It was sold
Oh.
at like liquor stores and stuff. My dad never sold it because obviously it was really cheap shit. But it was
the cheap Everclear, wasn't it?
no, it was just corn whiskey. But it was
Awful.
oh dude, it was so awful. We played spin the shot for it, and it usually spin the shot. We're like, yay, we get the shot. That we're like, oh fuck
Yeah,
me.
like
It was a legitimate punishment.
Yeah.
dude, it became like there was a moment that I actually had to I like started tearing up. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Well, it's how
Because our
we would.
shots were double shots, and we were just like, this is never ending. This bottle felt like it lasted 20 fucking years.
Yeah, and that's how we killed the alcohol. This is because we do. Yeah, have you played spin the shot with us before? That's how we would.
I've played the cheapy
This is all when we were.
thing.
Well, we were young and probably
We were all like 18, 19 years old.
And another thing we used to do is we would hype each other up, like super hype each other up, and then I just kicked my fucking thing. But we get super hyped up, and then we would just start taking shots. Dude, just like 1, 2, 3, and then we were just like, woo, because we didn't taste it.
And they were like,
oh yeah, dude, a couple of times it won. It definitely won. It came back up, and I was like, I can taste my insides, and it burns.
It burns.
but if we ever
booze
got a
hurts.
bottle we didn't like, spin the shot was how.
You would all get rid of it.
Yep, it was the way we got rid of it. There was no other way around it.
Well, I mean,
Had to.
alcohol abuse.
And now I got like bottles of liquor sitting on my fridge that have been on my fridge for like.
Dude, I had a bottle
Couple months
of
now.
Gentleman's Jack.
Gentleman Jack is really good.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it.
At the
Gentleman
time.
Jack.
At the time.
But I'm a Jack Daniels fan, so
I
that's
love-
like the good
well,
Jack.
That's the thing. I love Jack Daniels, but this was like 5-6 years ago. I had one shot of it. I'm like, don't like it. And
That's what I do with Jaeger. Every time I buy Jaeger now, I'm like, "Ooh, I'm in the mood for Jaeger bombs." But then I remember, I don't like black licorice.
I've never.
Yeah, it's funny.
Okay, that's. I was gonna say I don't like Jaeger. I do like Jaeger with root beer. Root beer and Jaeger. For
I've heard that.
whatever
I've heard that's a good
reason, is
combo.
Really
You want to
good.
know why? It's because black licorice is made with root bar. So the root, what you make root beer with, is what you make black licorice
Oh.
with.
Oh,
It's
wow.
what Jaeger's made with too.
But yeah,
And
you
they
know,
all taste
do you
the
know
same.
one drink that absinthe?
Uh-huh.
Everyone's like, "Fuck yeah, absinthe!" I fucking hate it. Do you know why?
Black liquor.
Black licorice.
Yeah, I've had some absinthe that was over at Jordan's house.
Was that authentic though?
Well, because I heard like the actual absinthe will make you fucking trip.
Oh yeah, make it hallucinate.
Yeah.
My buddy
So
Ryan.
No.
My buddy Ryan, he went overseas. He was
Don't you have to get it from Germany or something?
no,
Or Europe at least.
the big place you go if you want to smoke weed, drink.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. He was in Amsterdam. He
well,
went.
yeah, so
'cause
Europe.
my buddy is in my buddy Ryan. He's in law school now. This is when he was in pre-law. They did a trip to Europe and toured around Europe to study their
Customs.
their law program stuff and how the laws are different there, and how the departments of justice or whatever it's called over there are different than what it is here. But he brought back some absinthe from there, and he said, yeah, it's not like it. They show it in the movies. You're not fucking
tripping.
I mean,
The fucking drink fairy isn't following you around and
yeah,
shit.
the green fairy.
Yeah.
He said it was like, well, one time I drank it and I felt like the world was going like super slow.
That's
like,
anytime I smoke weed.
Well, he's like, it was like that one time, and then one time I was carrying on a full conversation with nobody.
Yeah.
Like, and it was a meaningful conversation, and I remember it. But I also remember now that I was talking to the wall.
That's crazy.
And he says it was a good drunk too.
Really?
Like it wasn't like he didn't wake up feeling super sick. It doesn't take much. He said a glass of it and ice.
Yeah.
And
Well, you have to dilute it because it's just too high. It'll make you sick. It'll
well, yeah,
suck out
that's the ice right there. Is the
Yeah.
dilute.
Diluting it.
When you get like a whiskey and water,
Yeah.
that's whiskey on the ice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, on the rocks.
Yeah, well, because some people call it whiskey and water.
I've always called it just on the rocks.
Well,
If it's gonna be on ice.
well, on whiskey on the rocks, like
That is, it's just,
Di Serono on the rocks.
it's when you pour it onto
Dude,
ice.
Serono's good.
Dude, Di Serono and Dr. Pepper.
Really?
Yeah.
Fireball
well,
and Dr. Pepper are pretty good too.
I took a bottle of Di Serono to Fire and Ice this last
Okay, was
time.
it Di Serono or was it like the
So here's the thing about
lower
that.
shelf Di Serono?
No, I'm pretty sure it was
Well,
the actual one.
I was so drunk that there's no fucking way I knew if I had drank any of the things you're talking about.
Really?
Is it the last one that we went to?
No, I had it in the room.
Yeah, no, the last time we went to Fire and Ice.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I didn't drink any of your guys' booze.
Oh. Well, I made.
Yeah, I wasn't even
put it-
actually drunk this last time, which actually really upsets me.
Well,
like
I
I'm
only-
fucking.
I only got drunk the first night. Second night,
You
I
became a giant pussy for the entire day. And
wasn't the entire day.
the majority of it.
No, I was pretty active because I got up. I went to the fucking float. I did the
you?
majority. Yeah, Tyler didn't. Well, he went to the float too, but
And I stood in line
Anyways.
for that goddamn mug, dude. Oh,
yeah,
by the way, I'm still happy that I got the mug and the rest of you didn't. So fuck.
I have one from the year prior.
I also have one for the year prior.
I don't
but
got any.
I put that shit with
Cuck.
body armor, and I was drinking that for the majority of the night.
Of Di Serono?
Yeah, with my body armors. I put it with the fruit punch one. I put
Dude,
it
that's like
with-
the way to. Dude, that's the way to go.
Yeah, you hydrate, but you get drunk
You
at
know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
time.
You get your
You get your electrolytes.
That's the way to go.
I mean, I think
shit
it-
you not. I woke up. I did not have a hangover at all, and I got fucked up that first night. Like
Oh yeah.
Well, you know
he-
what they say
blackout.
for
I don't
every-
remember walking back to the fucking hotel room.
Well, you know what they say, right? For every drink, it's like 2 glasses of water for every drink.
Yeah,
Really? Fuck that, dude. I would be just.
pissing all
Dude,
the
my dick
time.
would just be a faucet
So,
at that point, broken.
I
just leaking.
going off of that there. I had read this thing on like Facebook or something, and it was like, why do I drink, or why do I go to the bathroom so much when I'm drinking beer, but I don't do that when I'm drinking water or soda? I'm like, yeah. When was the last time you sat down and drank 12 fucking sodas back to back?
Exactly.
Like,
Well, and on top of it, it actually if I remember rightly, it enlarges like your liver and your prostate, and it pushes
The-
puts
well, no, it is
pressure
like,
onto
but
your
even then,
bladder,
just like
and
the
that's why you have to pee
amount
so
of
bad.
liquid you're intaking.
Yeah, it's more so volume.
Really,
because-
yeah.
I mean, you're going
'Cause
to
if you
take in
think about it-
12-ounce bottles versus, I mean,
You're gonna drink like 64 ounces of water in one day, but that's your
Whole
all
day.
day
Yeah.
and then
thing.
you're going to drink 64 ounces.
in an
An
hour
hour.
or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You're
you get-
gonna fucking pee way fast. Like,
Oh, this
way
whole,
more.
and myth, breaking the seal. That's a myth, by the way.
I don't know.
It depends.
I don't
No,
know
it's a
because
myth.
I can hold. I
It's a
can
mind,
down.
A mental thing.
it is a mind over matter thing, but it is a myth
See, my
that once you
thing-
pee, you're going to pee more.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
you'll have to keep
Because,
peeing
like,
and stuff
I'll-
like that.
off the very first pee of the night. Like it will take me a good like 3 or 4 hours of just fucking hardcore drinking, and then after that I feel like it's fucking clockwork. Like every 30 minutes to an hour, I got.
Yeah, but I think that's your body finally
That's-
just like
no,
you're
that's your-
done. You gotta get rid of this liquid.
No, that's your mind over matter then. That's your mind over matter.
Then how can I hold it for so long and then not be able to hold it afterwards?
It's 'cause you're not
Because your
thinking
mind
about
over matter. You're thinking after you pee, you break the seal. So now your mind's thinking, okay, well, now I just got to pee.
Well, see, and that's not my thing. I know for a fact there's a point where my body's like, you just have to pee. You have too much in you, bud.
Which could be the thing, 'cause normally when you pee,
What does
you
breaking the seal mean? Urban legend defines breaking the seal as the first time you urinate
You guys
while
talk
drinking
about this.
alcohol.
I actually have to go take a piss.
Now we're talking about piss, yeah.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
now
he
I
broke
gotta
the seal
pee.
before.
Yeah, dude. I was
But,
like waterfalls and shitter in my
The
mouth.
floodgate officially open and there's no turning back. Is breaking the seal actually a real thing? Does the seal even exist? Well, we'll spare you the anatomy lessons since one isn't even needed. No, there is no seal in your bladder that, when broken, sentences you to hours of peeing more than usual. With fluid consumption, there is fluid use, and then the fluid you lose. Sure, you use a lot of what you drink, but your body can only process so much fluid, and the rest gets sent to your bladder to be removed via urination. And when exactly your body decides that it's time to empty your bladder has nothing to do with the seal. It's about space and pressure in your bladder. And why did you refresh and fucking scroll on me automatically? It's about space and pressure in your bladder, and maybe a few other things too. This is why fighting the urge to break the seal seems to apply beyond just drinking a beer at the bar with your friends. Remember that caffeinated beverage on a road trip we mentioned? Nope, I don't, because I didn't read all of it.
You're like, I
so
just
why do
wanted to know about the alcohol?
So why do you have to pee more often while you're drinking? It really should come as no surprise when you're drinking, or when you're drinking to, well, just drink rather than for hydration or nourishment. For instance, there are consequences. For starters, the average adult bladder can only hold between 16 to 23 ounces of fluid, and the urge to pee can hit just after 7 ounces. Measured another way, that's less than a single pint glass. So this go back to what I was saying about the I can drink soda, blah, 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 12.
Yeah.
While you're drinking more than usual, say a few pints, you expect to lose more fluid than usual too, as you fill your bladder over and over. The increased pressure signals that it's time to let some fluid out over and over. I'm trying to see if they make that same. Oh, caffeine can stimulate your bladder muscles to contract. So drinking caffeinated beverages will make you pee more.
I was gonna say coffee makes me fucking shit.
Well, because it's making your
Warm.
bladder contract.
Well, the warming of the bowels.
I don't think that's it.
Really?
I think it's the caffeine.
That make you shit?
Yeah, because the caffeine's making your bladder.
Yeah, but I'm talking about shitting, not pissing.
Where do you think the piss is stored, or your shit's stored?
In your fucking your shit goes through your big and small intestines.
I'm pretty sure your shit's also stored in your bladder.
No, your bladder is strictly for pee.
No. I'm.
All your shit goes from your. It goes from your
Is
stomach.
there shit?
to-
Holy shit! I can't.
There's
type.
no shit in
it-
your
it-
bladder. There shouldn't be, at least.
It goes from your stomach to your small intestine to your large intestine and then out your ass.
Okay, yeah. Fuck me. I don't know my fucking.
Because
human
if you
anatomy.
think about it this way,
I'm sorry.
if
Are
there
we
was
literally
shit-
talking about shit?
if there was shit in your bladder, that's a big issue.
Yeah, no, it's
Like
called.
when you piss-
It's called intravesical fistulosis. Yeah, let's use the word fisting for something that had to do with poo.
Wow. What the fuck did I come back to?
Oh, we were on the same conversation.
We
of
were
the whole breaking the seal. It's a myth.
It is. It is a
It's a
mind over matter.
It's a mind over matter to an extent. Your bladder's going to get so full.
that you have to
But
pee
They're
no
gonna
matter
have to
what.
pee.
You also have to realize, and it makes more sense, when you're drinking, you lose track of time.
You really do.
So it may feel like you're pissing more, but in reality, like, you could be like hours and not fucking realize it. Unless you're sitting there clock watching, you're just going to sit there and keep remembering
Hey,
when
speaking
you
of
peed.
clock watching, Trevor, have you? This isn't going to be a rev on you being late. It's I just realized where that was coming. It sounded like it was going. Anyways, the Century Club. Are you part of the Century Club?
Century Club.
Yeah.
The fuck is a Century Club?
I'm not involved in that.
I'm pretty sure it's a Century Club is what we call it. It's when you would you drink for you took one drink every minute for 100 minutes, which is a long time. That's a lot of drinking.
No, I haven't done it. I've heard of it. I've wanted to do it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. if
Actually, you know what? I
could.
think there's only 3 of us on the crew that are part of the Century Club.
I don't think it's
And
quite
I
called.
think it's me, Jack, and Jordan.
I don't think it's quite.
It could
called
be.
the Century Club.
I know. I remember when you guys were playing the fucking Buffalo game.
Oh, we're all still.
I am a buffalo.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't call people on Buffalo because I'm nervous.
You're like, if I start that shit up, I'm gonna get butt fucked.
No, because no one knows which one mine is. You're gonna take a gamble
No.
because it's not your dominant hand. It's the you choose you choose your Buffalo hand
Mm-hmm.
when you do the Buffalo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll never guess.
His is right hand.
Buffalo. No,
Well, because you're left hand dominant.
Yeah.
no, I'm right. I'm right-handed.
Oh, that's right. You jerk off with your left.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can recall the hand you jerk off with, but I can't remember your fucking buffalo hand.
Can't call my Buffalo hand, and you
Well,
also.
I knew what it was at one point because I think it was Marissa's birthday. We were doing it for. We were
Yes,
calling each
it's my
other
left
out.
hand.
Okay, so I was right.
I drink with the same hand I jack.
Okay, that's what
Actually,
I thought.
and you know, actually, I know it really depends because it's my beer's on my right side of this right now, so I'm
Right.
gonna reach with my right.
To
If it was over here, I'd reach with my left.
It's
it
just
just-
whichever is more convenient.
Yep. So, but I called left hand when I was doing my Buffalo.
Right.
For those of you who don't know Buffalo, it's when you're drinking. It's a party game. It comes with like a swear. You have to swear yourself in as a buffalo and blah 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 blah. And then if someone catches you drinking with
The wrong hand.
the buffalo hand, they can be like, "Oh, hey, buffalo."
Buffalo.
And if they catch you, say I was in my left hand, I'm not doing it now. That's on our minds.
No,
I would have to chug my drink. But if you call a buffalo on someone
Who's not buffaloing,
who is a buffalo,
but they're not doing
but
it.
they're on.
It's the wrong hand.
It's the wrong. You have to finish your drink, and then if it's Thursdays, it's double.
So you have to.
It's
Oh
Thursday,
yeah,
Thursday.
I
You have to
remember
drink
that.
two-
Isn't there a holiday that's mixed in there too?
I don't know. Probably St. Patty's Day.
Probably. I can't remember. You look up the rules of the
Cinco de Mayo.
buffaloing.
Dude, I don't know if that's like an actual thing or if it's something our group made up. Honestly,
It probably is a fucking in-house rule. Knowing us, dude, we had so many of those fucking things. When it came to drinking, we became professionals.
oh no, Buffalo or Buffalo Club is a drinking game where participants agree to only drink from their glass with their non-dom. Oh, so we did it wrong.
Oh.
Yeah,
their
so I was
non-dominant
right.
hand.
I was all like,
If
that
they are
doesn't sound-
caught using the other hand, they must chug or skull their drink.
Skull.
That must be a different term from a different place because I've never heard sculling. But I mean, I guess it makes sense.
Isn't sculling when you crash the can with your fucking head?
No, it says chug or skull it. Oh, maybe that's.
Yeah, I think it means you fucking just smash it in your head, dude.
Oh, kind of like a.
You
Good
pound
ball.
it. Yeah, you
Dude.
pound it and then you smash it.
Well, no, because it said chugging.
Or
sculling.
Sculling it.
I wouldn't skull it. That's
No,
a waste
that's-
of beer.
that-
no,
What if I-
no,
what if I
look up what
bottle?
sculling is. Because
Well, I
that's
mean-
probably going to get some weird eye fucking porn.
Well, no, I'm gonna get like someone getting skull fucked.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, hey.
Is it SKULLING?
Sculling, drinking.
The use of a skull drinking ritual that down the bottle in one drought. So
okay.
chugging.
It's chugging still. Okay, I think that's cool. I think that sounds cool. Sculling. Sounds rapey, kind of.
Yeah,
Now that I'm thinking about it, so maybe not as cool.
In sculling a boat.
You guys want to know what I want to do?
No.
I want, since we're talking about drinking games,
Oh,
I
no,
want to
it's-
do the fuck.
sorry.
What is that? It's a. I think it's actually a full.
You're pounding your drink.
Yeah, we already covered this.
I know.
It's just the same as
Without,
chugging.
well, yeah, you're without taking a break. Just
That's why I said chugging or sculling. Same exact fucking thing.
I can't remember what it is. It's
Don't fucking do
it's
that
a drinking.
ever again.
It's a drinking
I didn't
thing.
even do anything.
I know what you were gonna do.
What was I gonna do? I didn't do it. You fucking did it.
Yeah, and I was hating myself every second I did it.
Sounded like
Fuck
you
you,
were
Trevor.
taking a
I hate you.
dick.
You know what I noticed? You're more talkative when Blake's not here. Are you nervous about him?
No, I can just actually fucking talk.
No, you can talk with Blake here.
Not really.
Why?
Just because he just like overshadows everything.
Ooh, go into that while I look this up.
Yeah, go into this because I don't see it.
More so when I'm trying to like have a conversation. I don't know. It just cuts in and then just overbears.
Blake doesn't really cut in that much, though.
Ish.
Actually, Blake is
Out of the ones who talk the most. If you did like a percentage, Blake's the one that.
Oh, I thought
primarily
you were
talks.
talking about like interrupting. I'm like, Blake has been really good about trying not to interrupt people.
No,
and that's something we all need to work on as a podcast in general. But
I have a bad time with it just because of my ADHD.
Yeah, well, I know.
I try really hard not to.
I've noticed your phone has not been out hardly at all.
I know. I've been trying to.
Well, no, you've been involved in the conversation way more than usual. That's why I'm like, are you just like super happy Blake's not here?
No,
because fuck him.
Last week I was just
in
not.
the butt.
You were fucking tired.
I was fucking way tired. And like, there's days that are like that because like, there's been other times where I've been really talkative. It just really depends on what I have to do for work. Like, I work a very physical job.
We all do, except for Gavin. Well, no, Blake doesn't really work a super physical job now anymore either.
No,
comparatively,
he's just driving the majority of the day.
Yep. Me and you, we work.
I do too, but only on Monday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays.
Well, I mean, I probably have like the most consistently physical job.
Well, mine's only from 7 a.m. to 1, and that's if I'm lucky.
7 a.m. to 1?
Yeah.
Time frame?
Yeah. It's the whole situation up there is completely fucked. They're trying to cut down on construction traffic. And so there's only one road in and out of that place. There's a bridge, but the bridge has a weight limit of 10,000 pounds.
So that's the going home, not the dump runs.
Yeah, because we can't. Truck and trailer empty is 15,000 pounds.
So my question is what's the heaviest you haul?
The heaviest my truck and trailer was about 35,000 pounds. And after
you were like I think you were required to have a Class A right there.
Probably.
Dude.
After I dumped, I was 17,000 pounds.
Okay. I'd be careful, dude. If you get caught, I can't. I think it's 23.
I have my DOT
22.
certification. I don't have my CDL.
You
but
need a Class A CDL
for over 20,000 pounds. Really?
Yeah, for a combination vehicle.
So, because a hot shot can do up to like what 40,000 pounds. Because we're essentially considered as like a hot shot.
Yeah, but it's still.
But they don't need their CDL for it.
Yeah, you do.
Mm-mm.
Commercial driver's license requires if you were. Trust me, it is. Like, so when I was in the oil field,
you'll see like a fucking hot shot have like 4 3500s on it, and they don't have to have a CDL.
They do. I almost guarantee you they do.
So the drinking tradition that I would like to start is kind of bonkers.
Oh no.
It's Welsh.
Oh God.
So it's from Wales. Basically, you get in some dude runs around with the horse skull on a stick, draped in bales and ribbons and cloth to cover you up. And basically, you get in. Some people have described it as basically a rap battle or a dance off.
I don't.
But basically, you actually have to win this battle. So he knocks on your door, and then he starts like fucking throwing out rhymes and shit like that at you, and you have to beat him. If you don't beat the guy with the horse and the skull and stick, you have to give him food and drink. And that's what
One of you guys came to my house with a fucking horse skull and a stick and started going like,
started screaming at you through the door.
Started saying something like, I don't know, like, I could swallow a bottle of alcohol and I fucking feel like Godzilla, fucking doing fucking like Eminem. I'd be like, are you drunk?
Well, yeah.
Like I'd close the door and be like,
that's the goal, is to get wasted. But basically, you're
wanna
supposed
do
to beat this fucking
Could you?
rapping horse skull, and you get to keep your booze. Otherwise, he can come into your house and drink your shit. Not like literal poop, but
drink your.
But you drink your booze and fucking eat your food and leave.
So, I'm considered a local driver. If it's less than 100 miles one way, I don't have to have my CDL, and it doesn't matter the weight that I carry.
Huh? Crazy.
If So, because it's 74 miles to the dump, 74 miles back. So one way is 74 miles, less than 100. I don't have to have my CDL
He's right. Technically, you won't have that weight coming back, so it
because
doesn't
it's a
count.
local.
Do you cross state lines?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm in Wyoming the entire time because I come down from
Well, okay.
there all the way.
Wait,
into
does that mean I
Bedford.
need a Class A CDL?
Probably.
Well, then again, I drive a semi, so I'll
Yeah,
probably do.
because your vehicle weight itself.
Okay,
would-
so that's where
is the
I was
classification.
confused. But so,
Because mine is essentially like a fucking personal vehicle. It's just a 3500.
well, that's where my confusion was, is because in the oil field, say when I was in the oil field, we would be tripping equipment, and before I had my CDL, I would help trip some of our trailers with a pickup. But there's some things like we had a Ford F350. There was a certain few things that I could not haul with that
Right.
because it would require a Class A CDL because it's a combination vehicle. If it was a straight truck, it was a Class B. I would have a Class B because that's just
Like a box truck.
like a box truck. But because it was a pickup with a trailer, it was considered Class A.
Huh,
Because
that's crazy.
it's
But
combination.
that was also what, North Dakota or
Well, that's a federally regulated thing, but it's because we were also going from we were
How far
150 miles,
yeah, so you're
160
going-
miles, about 200 miles.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I don't know. It could be that I'm looking at the law incorrectly, but it says as long as your trip is no longer than 100 miles, don't have to have a CDL. And I mean it's construction waste, which I don't know. I don't know how it all works, but as far as what I read,
Well, I'm sure your company's not just fucking.
fucking you.
Some of them do, but at the same
I
time,
don't know. This
I
one's pretty good from what
honestly-
I've heard.
I honestly doubt it. Like they,
And if they
because they're a
did-
they're a big company, right?
yeah,
yeah,
they're
and if
they're
they had made the
biggest in
boo boo, I
Jackson.
think they would pay
Yeah,
for it.
so-
They would be like, "Oh, that's on us."
Pay for it, you would be in jail if he was required to have a CDL. If you were and you didn't,
right.
you would go to jail.
I mean,
Oh.
our drivers have been pulled over before.
Yeah,
There's
then they're good.
never been
Well, the thing
an
is
issue.
pulled over is different from
A DOT.
a DOT.
Stop.
Yeah, because like a sheriff pulls you over, they're not going to be.
It's mostly sheriffs up there. I
Yeah,
maybe
A s-
once in a while see a stater.
a statey will, and even then, not all staties are able to do inspections like that and do weights and stuff.
That's
Right.
weird to think about because they're just all of the United States.
Staties, state troopers.
State troopers are strictly for that state.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Which one am I thinking of then? Oh, I'm thinking of a
The f-
marshal.
City.
U.S. Marshal.
Yeah.
Oh, I
I
don't
mean-
think there's really any. Well, they don't patrol. U.S.
No, I
Marshals
know,
are
they're
more
just
of a
everywhere.
department. Yeah, because you have city, which would be your local city. You have
like Rigby or Idaho Falls.
yeah, and then you have sheriffs, which is going to be that county. So
Like Jefferson
Madison
County.
Jefferson County, which Bonneville County is actually all the way out there. Like if you go into Freedom, Wyoming, and literally like 2-3 miles
Bonneville
in,
County's big.
Yeah, it's massive, dude.
you hit the Bonneville County line. I'm like, what? That's fucking crazy.
Bonneville County's big.
And then what you
Then you have state
yeah, then you have state, which they can go fucking anywhere.
in the state.
But
Oh.
sheriffs are primarily the ones that do like search and rescue
So
and things like
we're
that.
talking about police now. I got a story to share. It was sometime this week. I was working. My route runs in Blackfoot, and I'm working there, and I see like 4 or 5 Pocatello police. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? I'm like, I know this one, the Ford dealership there. They take their vehicles there for maintenance, but not like 4 or 5 at a time.
yeah.
Like maybe 1 or 2 at a time, just because they don't want to have their entire fleet in there.
out of
But
commission.
I was wondering why, and then I saw a Bingham County, which is normal because a Bingham County sheriff, Blackfoot's part of Bingham County, and then I saw Idaho Falls police. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I see a Jefferson County sheriff's vehicle. I'm like, okay, this is fucking weird. Why are all these? Well, go about 2 hours later, I get stopped at a stoplight for nearly an hour for a funeral procession.
Oh,
4 hearses and 30 plus officers. I'm pretty sure it was
A memorial for a police officer.
It was either a police officer or armed service. That's what I'm
Ah.
thinking. Because it was 4 hearses. That means there was 4
Individuals.
people that died, and it made me think: was there any like recent shootings that had officers injured?
Not that I know of. But then again, the media doesn't care unless it hurts the police's reputation.
I was about to say it, because I know
What
where
did you think I was going to say?
because it didn't involve a black guy getting shot. As I thought exactly where you were going. I was like, oh, say it.
That's not where I was going. I was going to say person of color.
Okay, well,
That way I covered all colors.
yeah, there you go. I'm a person of color.
You are.
Okay, I'll roll that one back. Reel that one back in a little bit.
Ginger.
I'm gonna reel that one back a little bit.
No, I think it's really annoying when people are like, white people aren't considered like a colored race. I'm like, actually, if you want to look at the fucking spectrum of the color wheel, white is a color.
Yeah, but the same
It's
thing
annoying.
Yeah, there's a little nuance to that.
I just think
You're being a little too offensive here.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like it doesn't make sense to me. You can't say people of color and then be like white people aren't a color though. I'm like,
Trevor, are you?
that sounds racist.
Are you looking up and seeing if there was like
Yeah, I was trying to see if I could find something.
any like EOWs or anything?
Yeah.
EOW?
End
The
of
only
watches?
thing I'm seeing is the whole thing about the funeral home in Pocatello. Did
Oh,
you
okay.
guys hear about that?
The one
Which
from years ago?
During COVID?
No, the one that was like shut down because they were like fucking
Weren't burying bodies.
they were just like decomposing.
Letting them decompose.
Yeah, that
Ugh.
happened during COVID. They got caught.
I think it was before COVID.
They had dead babies.
Yeah, they had
all
what was
sorts of
it?
shit.
They had a
Dude, could you imagine? These people went to their family's funeral and the body wasn't even
in the
ground.
in the
casket.
ground.
Yeah. Well, because
Trevor, you worked in that field there. You're lowering a casket in there.
I didn't check the fucking.
No,
casket.
what I'm saying is
It's not your
you're
job.
lowering a casket, and could you
Feels
imagine
lighter
if you
than
were?
normal.
No, not even that. Because
Wait,
I
what?
think with those things weighing what 800, 900 pounds.
No,
they're
only like 200 or 300 pounds. They're not
Really?
very heavy.
no.
I mean,
they're
I don't
not.
think you're really gonna because it's on a pulley system
Yeah,
and all
it's
that,
just
so you're
a
not really
little-
gonna notice the weight difference. But could
Well,
you imagine if you
do.
knew?
You do
if you-
because you got to get the straps
Okay.
out from underneath it.
But I mean, you
You could tell if it's empty.
Which the point here is.
Well, no, but the thing is you don't. I mean, you don't know.
no, you.
It could have been a very small person, like a very
Well, the
light.
coffin
light-
would
a-
match the person.
Okay, but if they're like 50
A light
to
wi-
100 pounds,
I'm
you
like say-
could, you could tell.
There's a
Okay,
difference.
but okay. So how do these people not? How do these?
You can also
How
hear
do
the
these
body
people that
roll
were-
around.
How do these people that were not that were in your
Position.
kind of position? They're not. No, they were just putting a fucking
The
empty
funny thing
box
is
in the ground.
That would have been the Idaho Falls branch and the Pocatello branch.
So
Well, that's what I'm saying. But the job you worked for didn't do all funerals, did they?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
all of them?
all of them.
Oh, okay. Well, because I mean, so say you
Fucking-
didn't
I went
know.
to Wyoming and shit.
Say take the weight out of it, the whole weight difference out of it. You lower
an empty.
an empty thing into the ground. You think you don't know it's empty. You
Well, and that's the
you
thing.
think you're burying someone's loved one, and then you find out you would put an empty casket in the ground, and that body is still
rotting.
decomposing
in
and
a
rotting.
funeral
How
home.
would you feel?
I mean,
He wouldn't.
I would
really
make no. It
care.
would make me feel.
I did my job.
No, it's still though. It would make me feel sick. Like I was.
But the thing is,
involved
I'm not
with that.
Yeah, true.
Well, and see, but I would
And not to mention the fact that I think the whole thing is creepy in the first place, putting fucking dead bodies in the ground.
I'm so happy
Why?
to work for concern.
We've already discussed
Oh
this.
yeah,
several
you guys
fucking
are.
times. It
You
is-
guys are. You guys are weird about the death thing.
But the thing
Because you're
is,
like, it's
though,
around me. It's everywhere.
that's
and
going to
then
be
you think
something
about
you're
it.
going to keep hush hush because when you're lowering a casket into the ground, yes, it's on a support, but when you're getting it off of the support, you've got to rock the whole fucking casket to get the strap from underneath it. You hear the body roll around.
Oh God.
So I mean, you're going to know if there's something in there or not.
Oh God.
Because
they don't.
pack it.
They
They don't.
They should.
No.
Like, nice
No,
and padded,
what are you gonna
so-
put a fucking seatbelt on them?
Yes.
You're
No.
like, I don't want you
They
moving
just-
again.
They just put
No.
the body in there.
Oh,
Yeah, you
fuck me.
fucking you could hear.
Dude,
And
if I
did you
was-
know that they don't
body.
even put pants and shoes on a lot of them? because they only do the top
Yeah,
half.
they just do the top half.
So the only like when you go to
Oh, they're
Unless-
Donald ducking.
unless
Yeah,
you
Donald
pay
ducking
extra.
them dead bodies.
they're Pooh Bearing in there.
Unless you
Pooh
pay
Bearing, I
extra.
like that one too. Donald ducking and Pooh Bearing.
Dude,
Yeah.
just the fucking like, not the ceramic, the cement fucking thing is like $3,000 or $4,000.
Which is ridiculous. And this
then
is
you
the
gotta
thing.
pay extra.
Just the oh god, I can't
if
get
you
that.
want
I
it
can't get.
painted, that's
I
another
can't get that image
$1,000.
and like feeling out of my head of rocking a casket and hearing thunk thunk thunk.
My first day
It's
on
not
the
a big
job.
deal.
Oh,
My
no,
first day
fuck
on the
you,
job.
It is.
It's
but-
not because
Fuck you, it is.
it is not.
It is a
you
dead-
don't even fucking know them. Why do you care?
That makes it even worse.
No, it
Because
doesn't.
it's a dead fucking body.
So what? It's not like you're like, I murdered this person, and now
No,
it makes me feel
no.
emotionally
That's
bad.
Because-
someone's grandma. That's
Who gives a
someone's
shit? She's
mom.
dead.
That yeah, that's the thing is why are we handling dead people instead of just
Burning them?
burning them and let that be the end all be all
I'd
because
much rather be cremated.
me
than
too
rot
and
in
it's
the ground.
less fucking weird
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
the funny thing is, well, I mean, it depends.
unless you fucking
You mean interesting?
and then there's people
No.
that fucking this is the word part for me there are people that put like ashes in fucking tattoo ink and then use it
Put it in their body.
cool sentiment because yeah I have a part of my mom with me at all times
You
fucking
can put
weird
it on a
You know
fucking
what's weird about
necklace.
that's the part that really blows my mind. They're like, now I have a piece of my mother forever, and I'm like,
well, eventually everybody's gonna break it
no,
down.
you really do. You already have that piece. You
It's
don't
called your-
exist because that.
It's called your
she-
DNA.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, it's in your blood.
She's already in you.
Yeah, your mama lives in you. So does your daddy. Like it's in your bones. People are like, but you like grow out of your cells and cells die and then they recreate and then it's just you. And it's like,
You
no,
came-
you don't exist without them.
You were a semen demon at one point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the thing is on
Time.
the first day,
We're good on time.
the first day of
We got a while left.
getting trained on that job, they were showing me how to lower the casket, and I was like, I don't know how to fucking do this. He's like, oh, you just gotta get in there, grab the straps, and rock grandma around. I'm like, He's like, yeah, you gotta rock her one last time before going. She's down. I'm like,
You're rocking her to sleep. She's already there.
Fuck off. That's, that is so.
Dude, no, see, I don't care. You want to know why I don't care? Because she's no longer there. She's no longer alive. That's just a husk. It's just a body.
That's the weird part.
No, it's not.
that
No,
was
no,
so
It
No,
is.
it's she's not there.
the
It's just
soul has left the body.
If she's not there, why is that there?
it's like when you shed your skin, kind of thing. In this sense, it's you
That's what
shed
I'm
your
doing
skin.
right now.
I'm.
It's
the-
like a sunburn,
You're not.
except
You're
it's
not.
your
You're not.
spiritual
You're not.
difference.
You're not making this any better for me.
Fine, it's like taking a dump. You're just leaving the remains.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ!
I'm gonna start burning my shit now.
You're gonna start cremating your shit.
Ew.
My fucking bathroom's gonna smell awful.
But no, like
You're gonna burn it in the
I
bathroom.
get
You take it out back.
I don't scoop my own poop. Do I look like
a poop
cat?
scooper. No.
No, if you're gonna fucking burn it, just take it out of the toilet, take it out back, burn the fucking shit out of it.
I'll bury it in the ground like a normal fucking human would.
Anyway,
You're still
No,
leaving
I-
something behind.
yeah.
No,
you really
no, I'm
are.
saying like, because that sounds normal, burying your shit just because you can.
Well, your body's a piece of shit when you're dead.
My body's a piece of shit. I'm alive.
So, I'm all like, I'm just saying it makes sense. And I don't know why people are like, if you're like, I'm gonna hang out with my corpse of a grandpa, I'd be like, that's fucking weird. You shouldn't be touching dead bodies. That's how you
the
catch
weird
diseases.
part is then you go and visit these graves,
So what?
and there are
It's
dead people under your feet.
And the whole
So
reason
what?
you get the cement is so that your body decomposes slower.
which is stupid. The embalming fluid alone, it makes you slowly decompose. The only reason that we do embalming is because of fucking, I think it was Abraham. He died,
Like,
and then they
like
fucking
like Abraham Lincoln. Or,
yeah, they died, and they paraded his body around.
that's fucking.
They paraded around to show respect. They're like, "This is our president. He had died," and
His
so
fucking
so,
jaws falling
and so he
off.
was so well preserved. People are like, "Well, I want to be beautiful when I die too." Here's the thing: is on ice,
Joke's on you. You weren't
look
beautiful when you were
good.
alive.
You look fine when you're on ice. You don't have to get gutted. It's not invasive because embalming is invasive as fuck.
Yeah,
And
because they take all your fucking organs out and
they
then
rip
fucking-
everything out of you and they pump you full of fluid, which is like
Can we?
it's like insulation foam. You know what that is? That's basically what they pump into your fucking body, and they cast the inside of your. It's stupid.
I'm just saying, if there were less dead bodies in the ground, there'd be less chance of zombies.
No, because since the embalming system is kicked in, there's no organs. Zombies need flesh. That's the only reason they come back to life. Is like their instinct to
No,
eat people.
let's
and the brains
let's
is
look at
gone
it
too.
Let's look at it from this point of
Your
view.
brains are still there.
You're
Are they?
wrong. Let's look at this.
They don't take your brain.
Let's look at it from this point of view. You're wrong, and burying dead people is weird. End.
No, I agree. I never disagreed with you about burying dead people. I think that's a waste of land.
It
And
is.
That's not.
100%.
That is a big. That
And-
was like the big thing. That was a big thing, but that's not.
It's
I think it's just
stupid.
fucking creepy.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's creepy. I think it's stupid. It's a waste.
Can
It's
you-
creepy.
Well, we've had this conversation before, but like the amount of miles
of
that
dead
have been
bodies.
used for cemeteries is just fucking
Just
crazy.
take into effect Arlington,
Texas.
the Arlington Cemetery for the armed service.
Uh-huh.
I'm not like shitting on them at all, and by any means, like
No,
everyone,
yeah.
everyone in that cemetery. Thank you,
For your
obviously,
services.
for I'm here and living the life I mean, I'm struggling the life, I'm living, but still,
I'm living a better
free.
life than I
I'm
could.
free and live in this country because of people like that. But take the amount of land that cemetery alone. That is bigger than Idaho Falls, I think.
Yeah, it's
Right.
pretty massive. Well, actually, look it up. See how big it is.
Like it's Arlington. The Arlington Cemetery is massive.
Well, and my thing again is just like when it comes to burying a body, it's not only it just takes up land, but then people get really weird about you digging up the land.
639 acres.
Okay.
Holy shit.
That is a lot. It's like I think 2 miles.
How many acres is Idaho?
Oh wait, no, it's way more than that.
Okay, never mind. Fucking wait.
So
There's
it's
a-
Yeah.
Okay,
portion.
but still, look at that. It is still.
See how many
it's-
miles that is though.
Yeah, see how many miles is 600.
It was what 690. 692. Something like that.
It's not kilometers. It's
Oh.
freedom units. Oh, man, my nose is bugging the fuck out of me.
Acres to miles. You
It's
just
1 square mile.
it's 1 square mile.
Square mile. So that's massive still.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
huge. Yeah, I was like, I think that's a mile to
You
two.
know, even though Blake's not here, the fucking allergies are still way alive in this episode.
So, are you saying you're allergic to bitches, huh?
Yeah. No, if I was allergic to bitches, I'd be perfectly fine. No, my allergies.
No,
have just
he
been
still
really
lives
bad.
here.
All right, guys. I'm gonna give you a topic of conversation that you need to carry for about 5 minutes, so I can go use the bathroom.
All right.
Yeah.
Your topic of conversation is.
Dead bodies everywhere.
We've been talking about that too long. You guys can continue to talk about it after I leave if you
I
want, because I won't be here to
just think
complain
it's
about it.
I just think it's weird that you get weirded out by it.
No, it's not.
It's like you're gonna go back and fuck that body
Okay,
or
let's-
something. Yeah,
Well, it
little
doesn't have
piece of
well, it
heaven.
doesn't have pants on it, so
I mean,
easy access.
Wow. At least
Um,
spit on it.
So
Got a heater.
I gotta
for
tell you a
your
little story real
thighs.
quick. So I don't know what I was talking about, but I had texted somebody if they spit on me and something about that's like I don't like when people spit on me, or I can't remember the exact context, right?
Okay, go on.
But my phone autocorrected it too, because you know your phone will autocorrect it to phrases and things you say constantly.
Ooh, so you like to say spit on me? Huh?
No, that was what I had originally typed, but it autocorrected to. But if you spit on it, and I'm like, wow, now people know what I say to my wife all the fucking time. Can you spit on it?
Oh my god.
Just a little bit for the tip.
I don't know. Anyway, so your
Spit
topic of
roast.
conversation is
You want to know something, actually?
Actually, you know what? If you can continue it.
Yeah, I can. So I know a
Do me a
l-
favor. Will you bring me like a napkin or something when you come back, please? Anyways, sorry. Captain.
I know a lot of people, a lot of females, and they're like, I fucking hate when they spit on it. You know, like they
I've heard
use it
that
as
as
a
well.
lube.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's what you do. You know, you're like,
It's like, oh, it's still a little dry.
yeah, and then they're like, I fucking hate that.
But how are they gonna know? Like, if you're
No,
like,
they
doing-
know, they know.
If you're doing back shots, okay,
No, they know.
they're not looking.
They don't have to, dude. It's their pussy. They're like, it's a
Yeah.
little bit
I
dry.
get
You're
it.
struggling to get in, and all of a sudden, it's
Lube.
slip and slide, and you didn't go anywhere, and there's no lube around. You spit on it, you fucking asshole.
See, I don't-
And I think it's so funny because I never thought about it. You know, it's like, you're right. It is gross, and I don't want to do it, but it's not like I'm packing around lube.
Right.
You know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And so it's fucking hilarious that how many people actually get upset about the spitting on it. But then there's like, you know, just dirty sluts out there who are like, yeah, I want you to just spit in my face. And I'm like,
Throw.
I can't fuck
Throw.
you.
There's legit women that will just like go and like want you just to
I
spit down
can't.
their throat.
Dude, I couldn't even fucking do the whole choking thing. Like I get a little nervous. Cause I'm like, there's like a fine difference between like, ooh, sexy kinky choking to fucking go to jail. You know, they're all like, you get a little rough and you leave a mark on their neck, and they're like, you know what? I'm a little angry with you, and I called the fucking fuzz. And then you're like, well, I'm going to jail.
Well, because they have the proof.
Yeah, it's on their fucking neck.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you were a little too hard.
Yeah,
That is a legitimate concern.
it is. And so like, so when girls are always like, I like rough sex, I'm like, I do too, but I don't like having rough sex because I am scared of going to Prisney land forever.
For one, it only takes one accusation to fuck up your life.
Yeah, exactly. Because no one, like, especially dudes, do not give the time and day to like actually hear the other person out.
Right.
You know, because like if you wanted to explain yourself and be like, I didn't do it, this is the situation, most people won't even hear you out.
Right.
They're just like, you fucking piece of shit. You're
You did this, you did this, but they were the one who initiated it.
Oh yeah, they just, and then you're like, well, fuck, dude. And that's where it's like super scary, and a lot of females don't understand that.
Right.
And they're like, well, why don't you want to? It's like, because I'm really scared of going to jail.
Right.
Well, and it's not just going to jail, because like if you go to jail and you're like, I killed a bunch of people, you don't really have a lot to worry about. But if you're like, I went to jail because I hurt a woman, and then you're like, guess who
Women
got
beat
butt
her.
fucked the first night in jail?
Woman beater.
Yeah, they get their asses whooped and then they get raped.
Yeah.
And I don't want it either.
Jerome would be coming for you.
Right. Well,
More
fuck
than
that.
more than one way.
right.
Be coming.
But that's the thing, is like,
Are you gonna come? What? Right here?
fuck, right? I don't know. Like, what is one of those fears that you have, like, when you're in a relationship and you're just like, if this bitch just decided, do you ever have like that thought? Like what is one of those fears that is like, I could do nothing to stop this because I don't know if anyone will believe me or give me the chance to explain myself.
I don't try to get with someone that I want to have that fear. I want to be with someone that like I could just be comfortable with.
See, and that's a crazier part because I have like serious trust issues.
I mean, we all do.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
we've all been through.
We all have.
We've all had the fucking crazy bitches.
And the,
We've gone at this time. At this stage in life, we've all gone to fucking crazy university. We know to watch for red flags and all that shit.
right. And the worst part is some of those red flags, they're really enticing.
You're like, oh.
I was like, ugh, you're so fucking bad for me, but I want to have sex with you because I know you'll be good at it. You know, I'm like, you got the got 9,000 down,
The
but
Glock 3,000.
yeah, exactly. But at the same time, I'm like, it ain't worth going to fucking jail.
Yeah.
Or having
right.
a surprise baby that might not be mine.
This is yours. It's black.
It's still yours.
Runs in the family.
I was like, which one? Not mine.
Fucking Jerome came
So
got out
we
of
were
jail.
talking about like us being afraid to have like rough sex with women because of the potential of going to prison. Because if you never had that fear, where you're just like,
Well,
if this
apparently
girl just
so.
accused me, just because like she's like I regretted it in the morning or whatever, and then next thing
See,
you know
I-
you're
I-
going to prison land.
That's my thing.
Prisony
Like,
land.
for say, if you had like a one night stand, they had your information.
Yeah.
Maybe for whatever reason that night you were fucking terrible, and they're like, you know what? I regret it. He raped me.
Yeah. See, and actually, I was.
That's a legitimate fear for me. Not in a relationship, because you've gotten to the point where you trust that person. Like, they
Yeah.
may have not showed they're crazy yet, but like you're in a relationship. It's more, if you were to go to court for that kind of thing, I'm pretty sure it'd
You
be
can-
easier because you were in a relationship, especially for if it was for a good amount of time.
Yeah.
But like one night stands though,
It's just a hit or
that's
miss.
that's the thing. Like you'd be like, oh, he raped me.
Yeah, and
That's all it
somebody who worked
takes.
on the oil field and somebody who works construction, we've all worked these wonky jobs. If you tell people that you're like you work these big jobs,
They're
people
like,
get
"Ew,
weird.
money.
Yeah, I've had people get really weird with me. They're like, "Oh, you work on the out in the oil fields.
You're a
What do you
mechanic.
do specifically?"
You must be good with your fingers.
Yeah, they always play it out something stupid, but in reality, it's just like it really comes down to like how much you make, and it's like. That's why I don't like it when people are like, "What do you do for
They're
work?"
like,
I'm like, "None of your fucking business."
Baby daddy
I-
money.
Yeah, exactly. It's a one night stand, and the next thing you know, you have a
18
baby.
years of child support.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and see, that's where the fear kicks in. But then we were talking about like, just being in, because we've all been in a toxic relationship, and
I haven't been in any toxic relationships.
Oh,
Well,
lucky
you're
you,
lucky.
fucking asshole. Anyway, to everyone else who applies and matters. No,
Maybe I'm
kidding.
just good at picking people.
Or you just got lucky. Because luck is a giant factor in that. Or you didn't
No.
have that many partners to begin with.
I mean,
That's the second one.
well, I've
I
had.
think the third, I don't know. I had a list.
Well, I
there.
mean, I've had 2 serious relationships my entire life, obviously, but and those neither of those. I mean, I've had several girlfriends, and would never say any of them were toxic.
Oh, you're lucky.
Yeah. I was like, I've had toxic girlfriends.
Or I dipped out before it could get
Okay.
toxic.
Yeah.
Maybe that was your lucky
Yeah,
stride.
maybe you picked up on the red flags and
Instead of just sticking it out,
Ignoring
you
them, yeah.
fucking...
Maybe my
Yours
was
like-
hey, shit's about to get weird.
Maybe
you
Gavin
should
and
do
I
it. You
just
should do
had,
what you do
like-
best and leave.
yeah. Maybe Gavin and I just had like poor judgment.
And
Yeah,
that's what I'm
well,
saying,
and the
man.
thing
Poor
is,
judgment, yeah.
that's the worst part is like poor judgment.
Well,
because
I've
you wanna
known,
believe in
I've known.
people.
Well, I never knew your ex-wife, but I mean, I've known.
You're
some-
lucky.
Yeah,
You're
well,
very fucking lucky.
well, if I probably would have known your ex-wife, I probably would have been very good friends with you. Just saying.
That's true.
Well, because we probably wouldn't have had a chance to be good friends, but
Yeah, I was like, I don't think you
But
guys would
even
have
if
been allowed
even
to
if
talk.
we would have had the chance, I would have been like, dude, I can't fucking stand your wife, so I can't fucking.
Oh,
do
see,
it."
that you would
Nobody
have definitely
could.
stopped being his best friend. She'd be like, he's telling you the truth and making me look like a bitch.
But
that
I,
I,
and
am.
I've known some of your relationships, and yeah, you've had some
I've had a
some
rocky
definite
road.
winners
Yeah. Yeah. We've
or
all-
losers, however you want to look at that.
I was the loser in the situation. I'm the one who feels like he lost.
Yeah.
I mean, we all do at one point.
Yeah. I got to
I
piss
mean,
real fast.
I guess besides that.
We just want to go ahead and end it here, guys.
What time is it?
We're at an hour and 52 minutes.
No,
it's
I-
a little shorter than usual, but
I mean, we've got another 7 minutes in us.
Yeah.
do we?
Yeah.
I mean,
We actually have a whole list of topics we could go through right now, but
No, we don't. Blake deleted them all.
you guys should grill Blake a little bit while I go take a piss.
Well, Grill and Blake is like I think we're
Dude,
past the Grill and Blake.
I really
part.
do like that TikTok that I made, though.
Dude. I was like, that popped up, and I'm like, I know I didn't make that.
Yeah.
And I was like, it had to have been Trevor because I don't see Gavin doing that, and Blake, no fucking way.
I was just like, this is a little too good. If you guys want to see what we had done, just go to our TikTok.
Yeah, I'm not playing on the podcast. You guys
It's
gonna go do
probably
the tiki
not.
talkie.
It's probably not going to be the most recent one
I
because
know
we'll
it is.
probably have. I know, but when they go to see it,
Oh yeah.
because there may be other ones. Maybe I don't know. I haven't been doing very well with the TikTok lately, just because my job.
That and I
Don't have
same
much
here. I've
time.
been when I find a template I kind of like. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna use that one.
Right. Well, that's what I did. I was literally laying in bed. I'm like, dude, this would work great for the podcast. And the funny thing is, like, anything I get for the podcast is on my personal TikTok.
That's where mine is too.
and then
Have you
so-
seen what's on our For You page for the for the Easily Offensive podcast? Oh, it's, well, it pops
Well,
up with some of
actually-
your friends stuff, like stuff people we follow and that follow us. But then we get lots of a lot of boobies.
do we?
Fuck yeah,
Dude,
we
I
do.
don't get a lot of boobies on my own personal one. I get a lot of car
No.
content on mine.
We get a decent amount
We
of car.
lost a follower. What? Who unfollowed? We were at 99. We're at 99 followers
We're
on
just
TikTok.
about there, huh? Yeah, see, I'm gonna go to the
Now we're
For
at
You page right
98.
now. I'm gonna go to the For You page right now as soon as it decides it wants to load.
Actually, I probably know who unfollowed.
Who?
An ex.
Yeah.
But
Like Alexis DeBoer. That's someone that says your friend. So we follow her and she follows us.
so there's a lot of them that are on there that followed me on my personal page. And then they followed us on the TikTok on here as well. So I just followed them back.
Right.
Oh, we're just going through Tiki-Taki. So I accidentally thought, so when I had made that TikTok that one day.
And maybe it's not a lot of boobies, it's a lot of thirst trap stuff.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of thirst trap stuff.
Wait, what?
If you look at our For You page for the Easily Offensive, it's a lot
Well, now
of
they're not
thirst
popping
trap.
up. Now they're not popping up.
Oh, there's Dylan's wife.
Did you just say Dylan's wife?
Oh, yeah,
So
see here.
thirst
Oh,
trap?
there you go.
Did-
That is straight up tit talk.
There you go.
Oh, no. Here you go.
yeah, see, this is on our For You page for the.
So,
offensive.
so
Oh.
the two that are on there the most have been just watching the tickety talkies and be like, I like sluts.
Dude, who the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah, see,
lady?
look. Like, watch this one.
I can't see through.
The camera can see it.
Like, zooming in on the boobs. Okay. Oh, what the fuck? Why is that?
Oh, there's another
That's
one.
a bush.
What? You gotta be careful because the fucking
Oh,
camera
it is.
that is straight up a fucking bush.
Is she waxing that?
That's a dude.
Oh.
Is that really? Is he fucking tucking it?
He tucking it.
I don't know. Wow.
Kelly Clarkson.
See, there's Corella.
Oh, I think I got. I'm no longer on the
Yeah, there's just a lot of.
thing. How do you
yeah,
switch
see, like
up
this?
profiles?
Okay, it's probably because we're actually taking the time to watch him on the fucking thing, and
Well,
now
of
it's just gonna
course.
sit there and recommend more.
Do you
Okay, so if I want to see boobs,
go
I
to?
just gotta go to the fucking podcast TikTok.
Well, and
It's like-
honestly,
Well, and I
And
actually
Trevor,
wanted
the
to
thing
make a
is
video
it's-
or two. I was gonna try to, but I needed to know. I don't know. I guess it's not on there anymore.
Oh, what the fuck? You fucked it up.
I didn't fuck anything up, dude. I'm just living my life in the wrong way.
Well, all your drafts are on your personal TikTok.
I know. I was gonna do a couple of drafts on mine to see how I liked it and whatnot.
Oh, okay, hold on. So, for whatever reason, you have to click that. But this could be like after.
Trevor, have you? So
No.
you're a car guy, right?
Yeah.
I'm following this dude. His name is the Tattooed Dad 2.
Yeah, he does a lot of 3D printing stuff, doesn't he?
No, right now he's So he's taking like a. Oh, what is this? It's a It's an old Ford. It's an old Ford, and he's putting a King Ranch interior inside of it.
Oh, yeah. I've
And
seen
it
that
is
guy.
looking. It is look. Have you seen the recent updates of it?
Yeah, he's got the
Oh,
dash all in.
He's got the seats in.
Oh, I haven't seen the seats
Oh,
yet.
dude, this is. Oh, it's looking so fucking
Because
good.
it's an old like OBS, like a '96 Ford F350 with the Power Stroke. Like it's a nice truck and then he's putting like the newer interior.
Like a 23 or 21 King Ranch
Yeah.
Oh, there you
interior inside of it. Oh, dude, it's
But the
You know
only
what's-
thing is he wasn't able to get the radio to work.
he's got the radio in.
No, it's not. It's not the one that comes with the King Ranch.
Oh yeah.
It's a like aftermarket one, but it's still fucking sick though. Like
Here, you know what?
That's so cool.
I'll just bring it up on the TikTok.
But I think it's
here
funny
and
that you guys
show
are bringing up like vehicle stuff because I was at Harbor Freight today,
I love Harbor Freight.
and then I saw that they had these light bars
Uh
at the back, and I was like, "Ooh, 10,000 looms, huh?"
huh.
And you know what I thought? I was like, "I'm gonna put one of these fucking things on the top of my car." So one more motherfucking person is driving down those country roads with their goddamn brights on, I'm gonna just blind them. I'm gonna get nice and like within distance. I'm gonna hit them with the Jesus lights.
So if you're
Okay,
gonna put a
here you
light
go.
bar on your vehicle,
It's gonna
Just-
be on the truck.
I know. But like for whatever you do, don't put it above the fucking windshield.
because then you get the glare.
No, it's just it looks fucking retarded. If you're gonna put a light bar, put it like behind your grill where it's inconspicuous. It will still shine through more than enough for you to fucking see.
No, putting
And
them
it just
above,
looks
putting them above, and putting them. But honestly, putting them above your windshield, you get glare, and it's hard to see because it's bright, but it's hard to see because it glares on your windshield.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So
I don't know. I've never
learned
had
that the
one.
hard way.
When it came to my Suburban, what I wanted to do is I wanted to put where my fog lights were. I wanted to do those little light pods because they're bright as fuck.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you can see perfectly fine. They don't look
Alright, so-
stupid.
Here it is, right
Getting
here.
everything kind of put together. Got my seats in. They're still temporary. We're going to be building a shifter for this. It's going to come out.
For the four-wheel drive.
and go
drive.
up. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's going to hit this. And there's a beauty panel that goes
Yeah,
over
that's
that.
exactly what it's
I'm
for.
also
It's
going
for
to be
its four-wheel
raising
drive.
the rear seat up about another inch. Now, this is just sitting in here temporary, but you can get an idea of how the shifter works.
Oh, it's even a manual 7.3. Oh, fuck yeah.
I think it's.
I don't like Fords at all.
I'd fuck with this one so
But these
hardcore.
older, so
Looks
the
great.
90s
Keep your arm on
7.3s,
the armrest.
I will buy it in a
That's like
heartbeat.
perfect. Look at that.
100%. The old 7.3s are
First.
the fucking shit.
Second.
They're just so goddamn expensive,
Third.
is my bitch.
Any
Fourth.
diesel nowadays is too damn
Fifth.
expensive.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
In reverse.
Oh, I don't know if I
Neutral.
like that.
You can see the position.
I
of the
mean, it's
shifter.
only because you
Go
can
ahead,
actually
maybe.
see it rocking around when it
No,
has the.
just the shifting. That just doesn't feel natural because you're used to having a pivot right here.
Man, that's
Yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well,
That's like
you have to
up.
kind of
All right, I'm gonna dump the
change.
seats in here.
Well, I
I'm gonna
mean,
try
I
to-
get it.
I'm gonna drive it home tonight.
But look at that.
Yeah,
I-
it looks,
oh.
it looks good.
Again, guys, I'm not finished. I got my panels. I still got some stuff to do on the dash.
But
I
dude,
mean,
that's
it
like
looks
that's
good.
just fucking sick.
So pull up a video of the actual truck.
Of the
Okay.
body of it.
Yeah, because it's a clean truck itself. Yeah, there. I guess that one. Yeah, it's a clean 7.3.
So, guys, I
It's
know there's
nice.
A ton of questions that you have about this truck.
Like if
What
I
I'm
were to buy a
doing is
Ford,
going
it would
step
be
by
that one
step.
right
Yeah.
there.
Trying to figure it out. As we
Nothing
go.
newer,
And I
like
have a ton
90s
of plans for this
7.3.
truck. So when you ask
Oh, he's gonna put a fucking bull guard on it.
cars,
Goddamn.
Oh, dude, I was actually thinking of putting a winch on mine.
A winch is not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But see, he's like gone through and like he's got the push to start.
Push to start, yeah.
He's got.
Yeah, I've been following this build.
Oh, here
is
you go.
that there? Is that the?
Here it is.
all right, I moved on to the main wiring harness in the dash. Let's check it out. So
Oh,
I've gone
no.
through here and I've kind of tidied everything up because this was old.
But
Dude, I suck with dash work.
I
Like when
hate
it comes to
wires.
pulling off
Well,
the
and
fucking
could you
dash,
imagine
oh
this, though?
God.
Because the dash
would be
isn't
easy.
natively fit in that. Like he had to like
He had to carve it up to get it in.
yeah. And it like the defrost works and everything and
yeah.
dude, it's I've been following this. Like
This build for a hot minute.
so, the first few times that popped up on my For You page, I was like, "That's really cool." Then it popped up again. I was like, "Okay, I gotta follow this because
Yeah.
I'm actually invested with this now."
Right.
Isn't it so weird? I was actually watching a couple of things like this, And that, like, normally I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Only because, like, if I watch videos like this, I want to do
It's gonna.
things to my
Yeah.
vehicles, like fix them up and shit. And then I'm like, that's a money pit that I don't afford.
Yeah.
Cannot afford. But then, like, if you catch it at like the right time, like when it's late at night and you're trying to sleep, and then you like watch a video, you're like,
You're stuck.
fuck.
Yeah.
And then the next thing you know, you're just entranced with these videos, no matter
Yeah.
what part of the day is, when the day is.
You look up their profile and then you're fucking sucked
You're
in.
fucking screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, he says
It-
he
that
just wants
is-
to go home.
No.
He wants
No,
to- Oh.
that
Here's a question: Would you guys know things about cars and vehicles? and stuff.
Trevor mostly
I was
does,
like-
yeah.
Well, I was like, yeah, me and you. But I was like, we should all get together one day and just like fucking work on a car.
I mean, I gotta pull seats out of a 2000 Silverado and put them in my truck.
That's like an hour job tops.
We gotta do some drilling
Why?
Why?
because the bolt holes aren't the same. So we gotta.
Oh, I guess you have to size up. but-
Pass.
It's not that fucking hard.
Pass.
But I'm also.
Zach's like, I don't
they're
wanna
also-
learn.
They're also electric seats too. So
Do you have the a bench seat?
yeah, the one I'm replacing.
And yours is
also
an
a
extended
bench.
cab, right?
Yeah. But the ones I'm putting in it's also a bench seat, but the middle is a center console.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm only paying $50 for them, so I'm like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, see, right now I'm debating on moving my passenger seat over to my driver's seat because the driver's side fucking
I've seen that
smashed out.
mod. Yeah.
Yeah, because well, it's just the
I saw it on TikTok actually.
Your driver's seat
Yeah.
to your passenger side?
So depending on the type of vehicle you have, your passenger seat isn't identical to your driver's side.
But the thing is you might. There's some of them. Oh Jesus, hold on.
They don't have like the seatbelt buckle hole for the right side.
And all you have to do is just drill it. Or what
Yeah.
you do is take the seat rail off of the driver's side and you swap it with the passenger side. Then you just boop and then.
Yeah, you
Why
basically
would you do that
has-
though? Is your driver's seat shitty compared to your passenger seat? Or?
yeah. The left side of the driver's seat is like smashed out, so it's like all the stuffing in it is gone, and so like when you get into it, it like grabs your ass in the wrong ways.
Today I was getting into my car before the podcast. Come over here, and I noticed the stitching on my
the seats
on my
going.
seat is starting to tear. I don't know what to do.
Just restitch it.
You
I can't even fucking stitch a
you
pair of
could get a
pants.
hold of an upholster. So you know the hole that's in my car, where my seat is.
Yeah.
They quoted me like it was like $250 for them to re-upholster.
This
it
one's
and
still like
everything.
this one's still like the threads are still there, but it's just
Yeah, so
you
it'd be
can
like-
start seeing
If
into
it's
it.
separating,
like
they probably
50 to
charge you.
$100.
Yeah, I think they would charge you not even $100, probably 50
Well,
tops.
I'm thinking about telling them we're still like, oh yeah, the seats are coming apart. I gotta get new seats,
No.
and then
no.
go for the LTZ seats that go in there, the pure black ones.
You know, well, and the thing is you should like look around in the dumps.
Actually,
I can tell you right now. I just went to iPole last weekend. There is nothing newer than like 2009.
Well,
And,
I
at
Really?
least, unless at least
because I've been
iPole.
thinking about going to a salvage yard and seeing if they have a cruise the same year as my cruise, so I can get some window regulators.
they might.
Possibly. So I would say, especially with Idaho Falls, go just pull up their website.
Yeah, that's the best way to do, is pull up
'Cause-
their website.
And they have inventory of every single vehicle that's in their lot.
Because even if the motors are shot, the motors on both my front window regulators are good. It's just the fucking cords snapped, so they don't roll up or roll down anymore.
Oh.
I got them jammed in there, so they're just stuck up. But-
Yeah,
Actually, fuck the junkyard. Go to carparts.com.
they'll also.
You could
they're
get
pretty
the
good.
regulators for like $30 a piece.
There's some
Yeah,
really.
but I could also probably get them for $10
What is that
at
one?
the fucking junkyard.
Yeah, but there's a
Yeah,
there's
but
an
you
actual
have to also
website.
pull them yourself.
They're so fucking easy to pull. 2 bolts hold the door, hold the fucking.
You have to pull the whole
The
door
pin.
card off. You have to pull. It's
Some
Dude,
of the-
about
do you know
of
how,
those-
do you know how long it took me to take them out? The ones out of my car.
It's probably like
It took me 2 minutes on each side. It is super easy. It is 4 bolts to hold the window regulator and the track in,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's 2 screws that hold the door on. So you take the one right behind the handle off, the one that's in like the I don't know, the grip,
Yeah. It would
Yeah, the
be
handle.
and then
the handle.
it's just you get a putty knife.
Is
or
it a
and just
12?
Pop them. That's a 14, but I'm pretty sure the 12 has the.
How funny. Mine's a 2014 as well.
But I'm pretty sure that the 12 and the 14 Chevy Cruze, same exact body style. So I'm sure the regulators are the same.
Yeah. But no, yeah, see, shit like that. And my car is a specialty car, so I have to get specialty parts. And
Yeah,
I
well, it's,
fucking hate that.
yeah. Well, let's see, and
So brand new carparts.com is $43.
yeah, and that's what I was.
It's like 15
I
probably.
mean, I looked on eBay and I found one for 30, and I was like, but I
You
want.
could
I
get
need
a pair
2.
for 80.
Yeah, and see, I can get a pair at AutoZone for 80
Yeah.
as well.
AutoZone
so.
would be your best bet. If it's $80 at AutoZone, I would tell you to do it because they have a lifetime warranty.
Yeah. They
Well,
usually
because-
do. They
see,
usually
Yeah,
do.
usually do.
Installing the track and the regulator won't be bad. It's getting the window back inside the fucking groove that I'm gonna struggle with.
It's called the track.
Because you pulled it out of the groove to keep it, out of the track to keep it up, right?
Yeah, so it's kind of like,
See, and this is where.
so you got the rubber grommets they sit
Soapy
in.
water.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's just gonna be finicky, and you have to finick with it, and because I got it, so like some of them are kind of like some of the grommets are kind of like bent in on themselves, so it's creating that like pressure on the window to keep it from sliding.
Down.
Oh, so you might have fucked yourself too.
No, it would be
It's
it's
like-
just
Because
gonna
if
be a
it's rubber, it's
And
gonna
it-
be, especially with heat, it will get stuck like that. And
It'll
it will
get
take
warped.
time for it
it'll
to
be
come
fine.
back.
It'll be fine.
If you're lucky, if it's hard rubber.
But I
and
can
it
also
got
just get a new one of
warmed
those
up.
too. I'm sure those are like $20 a piece.
Depends.
And so I mean,
Yeah.
I'm bad at it. That's the getting those back in there. I'm awful at it because even when they were still working just fine, or still not even bent in anything, and it just
See, this
the
is why
window
we-
just fell in. And you know what? I think they were going to go out eventually, but they both went out in the winter because I'm the kind of
Convenience.
guy that's like, fucking roll down, roll down, roll down, and the
Right.
window's frozen shut. And it
You
finally
just
went
sit there.
snapped, and
Yeah.
it fucking broke the tensioner cables.
See, and this is why you're supposed to put a block of wood in your fucking door if you're gonna do shit like that. That way you don't have to take it off the tracks. You can just prop it.
Well, no, the thing is I have them. What I'm talking about when they broke is because I was trying to force the window to go down when they were frozen shut.
Yeah.
Because I smoke in my car.
You see, if you didn't smoke, you wouldn't have this
Yeah,
problem.
you know what? I stopped smoking in my Impala. So
Well, good.
Your Impala windows will be fine.
Yep.
Just not the
Watch.
Cruze.
He's like, the fucking motor's going out.
motors are easy to replace.
Oh, they are. They really are. I gotta switch out the master switch
the-
in my Volkswagen. I think.
I think
you-
I need to change or at least clean out my cabin air filter because my blower
Don't
motor.
clean it, just get new. It's like $10.
Yeah, it just
I don't know.
it-
My
my
truck
blower
had
motor
to be
is
replaced.
not-
It got oil and
dude
shit all over it.
on
I'm like,
max
ugh.
on max I can barely feel my airflow. And I turn
Really?
it down one notch from max and it feels like I don't have heat at all or airflow at all.
because it's all clogged.
Yeah,
So that's got to be the cabin air filter.
Dude, I gotta. Well, I mean, you could try it, but it could just be your blower motor's fucking going.
I mean, both. It could be either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that was one
I
of
would
my
try
problems
the-
too.
Cabin air filter first.
Yeah, just go grab a fucking air compressor, grab one of the.
No, I would just get
Sprays.
new. It's like $10. Literally, just take the
Some
fucking
of them
time to
are.
put a new one in.
So for my truck, it was like, $20, I think,
Where'd
and
you
then for my Volkswagen, it was like 30.
They might be more than 10 for mine because it's like a
It's a Cruze.
plasticky. It's like a fucking like sliding in a VHS cartridge. It like locks in
It's
and
like
everything.
right behind the glove box.
Yeah, I gotta take the glove box out and then, dude, replacing the blower motors in my Cruze because I had to replace the blower motor in the Cruze. That's kind of sketch.
Why? It's just
It's 3
underneath your
bolts.
dash.
No, because in the Cruze you had to fucking pull the airbag.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it sits behind the airbag.
Oh.
That's weird.
You know what
Wait.
terrifies the fuck out of me? Not disconnecting the airbag and pulling it out. It was putting it back in, and then I'm like sitting there like,
okay. You know what you're supposed to do with airbags?
disconnect the battery.
Yeah. So as long as you disconnected the battery, you're fine.
No, it's still like
It's still heart wrenching.
it's still because I'm in there with tools And if it goes, where's that fucking tool going?
Claymore on your ass, yeah.
And so that was just
As
it's
long
just
as you
it feels
disconnect
like
the
I'm working with
battery,
it was
you're
just
fine.
well because I was thinking more so of along the lines of older airbags.
They just go
Because now
off.
newer airbags are
Well, does that
electronically
car-
controlled.
Well, does that car have the recall done on it for the airbags?
I don't know. I'm not
The
worried about it now.
The terracotta airbags?
I don't know. I'm not worried about it now.
You
'Cause
should
I already got
probably
the new
check
blower
because
motor in.
those are fucking dangerous. Like,
Well, he
the
would have
reason
gotten a
they're-
note.
No, it's gotta have because I don't have any notifications or alerts for when I
Yeah.
had OnStar on them, and OnStar sends those recall alerts constantly if there's any.
Okay.
And I haven't had a single recall alert for either of my cars. Well,
Yeah.
that's a lie. I had one for my Impala, and it was for it was for a seal in the motor somewhere, like top.
The gasket?
Did you get
the
it
head
done?
gasket?
Yeah, it was free. Fuck yeah, I was going to get it.
Oh,
done.
yeah,
that's
dude,
like
I love
you
recalls in that
want to
regard.
you want to
Anytime
do
a recall
recalls.
comes in, why not? Why not? It's like, oh, maybe other car. I'm like, yes, but it's a free maintenance. It's free maintenance.
And then
Ish.
they tell you what's wrong with your car after that. They're like, oh, also,
Yeah,
you're
it's
fucking...
like
So,
a way of them getting
My
to
Impala
get you to
started
come in.
like putting on me, and it was it was a mass airflow leak coming from the manifold, and so my whole manifold needed replaced
Mm-hmm.
and it was a recall.
Yeah.
And it was also under warranty too. So even if it was something this is what saved me because I saw the recall, and I'm like, okay, I can go get that fixed. But then I was like, I don't want to take my car in. Someone's going to replace it myself.
That's retarded.
Oh.
No, because I know how to do it. But my dumbass, I didn't look at torque specs,
Oh.
and I was
You
tightening it. I was tightening. I was like,
torqued it.
okay, yeah, because they're only like finger tight and like a quarter turn, pretty
Yeah.
much. My finger tight and a quarter turn. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, with just a screwdriver, and I hear I'm tightening. And suddenly it's not tight anymore, and I'm like, and I'm screwing something into the manifold of my car.
Dude, that is the worst.
And so here's
fucking
what I did.
Feeling.
Here's what I
Fucking
did.
stripped it.
No, he broke the bolt.
I broke the bolt.
Oh, you broke
off
the head off?
manifold. Yeah. So I went, and I was like, I guess I can go to this recall now. I
I
took it in, and I was like, hey, I got this recall for my car. And they're like, okay, well, they took it apart, and they call me about 2 hours later. They're like, hey, you want to come look at this? And I went and looked at it. I'm like, huh, that's weird. I'm like, I didn't fucking do it. They're like, well, yeah, we'll fix it. It's part of the recall, but that's what we just want to, if you're getting maintenance done anywhere,
Let them know they suck.
They fucked it up.
yeah, they fucked this up. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I haven't done this
'Cause
recall anywhere.
They would have to get that. They'd have to fucking tap a diet
Oh, yeah, they did.
to put a
They did.
new one in. Like,
Dude, tapping things is so terrifying.
So a
Fuck.
whole like 4 hour max thing took all day for my car, but I got my car out and it ran like a fucking beauty.
Yeah.
Right.
I need to change my air filter too, so I might just go out and buy an air filter and a cabin air filter. I noticed my car is not getting up and going like it should, which leads me to believe it's the air filter. It's just not breathing
well, when
well.
was the last time you did a tune-up?
A tune-up?
Yeah, spark
Yeah.
plugs, wires.
Wow, that's why.
How many miles does your car have?
7,000.
How many have you put?
70,000.
70.
Yeah, I was like, there's no
Okay.
way. How many?
It's due for tranny fluid change.
What?
Because technically,
Oh, you're
spark
only at
plugs-
75,000.
Yeah, 75,000.
Okay,
'Cause
I was all like,
technically-
what?
It's due for a tranny fluid change, unless it's
is-
already had one and I didn't know about it by the previous owner.
So
It's due for one.
most of the time, you never do those. After you hit like 100,000 miles, you stop doing transmission flushes because.
Because you're then by the time you're gonna do transmission flush and then your engine's gonna go out.
Yeah, exactly. Because by that time, all the gunk that's in your fucking ride is keeping your ride
1 second,
together.
I'm getting a phone call.
But your brother was
But,
telling,
yeah,
us,
the,
telling me about this and how he needed to get his flushed, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's crazy!"
So I took my car in for a service over at Grease Monkey. Grease Monkey. The one,
Probably,
I don't think it was a Grease Monkey actually. No, it was a Grease Monkey.
yeah.
Is it a Grease Monkey? The one
Or are you going?
you're on Woodruff, that Maverick that's on Woodruff next to Winco. It has a Maverick and an oil changing place in the same fucking parking lot.
That's a fucking.
I don't know if it's a Grease Monkey or
it's not
a
Grace Monkey. It's fucking. God damn it! What's it called now? You got
I'm
me.
totally spacing. Jiffy Lube.
Jiffy Lube. There you
It's
go.
a Jiffy Lube. I took it in my car.
I
to
went
Jiffy
to
Lube.
I went to say Ron Sayers or some shit
So
like
I
that.
kind of fucked up and just didn't have the time to take my car in for an oil change. But also, I've been driving it a whole lot either. But I went about 500 miles over my oil change
It's not
mileage, but that's
terrible.
not bad.
It's when you
500 miles.
go over a
Well,
1,000.
And even then, even if I was at 1,000, dude, he said my oil looked fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Still.
Some of them don't.
But I was at 0% for like almost a month of my oil life. And so finally I was like, I just didn't have the time. And every time I had the time, I was like, okay, I got the time to go in.
I don't
But
want.
fuck, I don't have the spare money to. I'd rather pay these bills than go take my car in for an oil change, and I'll just get this stuff myself and do it. And then I think, well, I don't want to fucking do it.
Dude, I did my oil change.
Well,
and I
because
don't
here's
mind.
my thing is if it was a truck, if it was a truck, I would do it no problem by myself because I don't have to fucking drive it up on ramps.
That's the
having
downside to
having
car.
a car sitting on a ramp and getting under it sketches me the fuck out, and I don't know why.
So,
Well, maybe there's too many videos of
the
people getting
Rams that
crushed
I
by them.
have, they support up to like 15,000 pounds.
It's not that; it's them rolling off the ramp.
They're not,
That's why you're supposed to
on
put
mine-
chucks behind your tires,
on
dude.
mine, there's divots.
It's just a fear of mine. But and the fear comes from when I still had my Pontiac Bonneville. When I was living in Wyoming, I was changing brakes. I was doing brakes on my car. I had done both back sets of brakes, and I was starting on my fronts. I was starting with a driver, and I had my jack under there, and then I put I was jacking up I just had a scissor jack, right? You know, that's with my car. I didn't have
The fucking.
I didn't put a fucking jack
brace.
stand.
Yeah.
I didn't put a jack stand because I was like, my two back tires, each position, it took me 5 minutes. Tire off, brakes changed, tire back on. Like, I've gotten really good at brake changes because I was a diesel technician, so just taking shit off. I had impacts and stuff, so I was able to zip everything off real quick. I was getting the tire off. Shit. Maybe I was either putting it on or taking it. I was putting it back together. I was putting it back together, and I hear. I'm like, what the fuck? And then my car went.
You know why?
What?
Because you just changed the back brakes, and your back brakes were
The
where you
air-
changed them. You didn't hit the pedal to
No, I-
clamp the brake.
No, I did.
He's like, I did the proper.
I did
fucking
everything
brake
right.
change."
I drove it up
if
and
you
down the
were-
street.
Oh, okay.
Like
After you changed the back, and
Yeah.
then you started on the
Yeah.
front. Okay.
and then I started on the front.
It's so rare that
But
you
I
ever
had-
had
and
to
I had-
change
no,
back brakes.
I had
guys.
the parking brake on
the
and everything.
jack.
No, the jack
fucking
folded,
yeah.
and my hand was in there. The tire wasn't all the way on, so the tire came off of the hub. And here's, I need shit. My car's right here.
Okay.
It slid, tires here. My hand was right between it, and it went, and it trapped my hand between the tire and the body of my car.
Oof.
And I'm sitting there, and it's not hurting.
Right.
It's just, it's starting to hurt because
It's slowly crushing.
I don't
you.
know. Yeah, it's just slowly crushing my hand, and I'm like, looking around. No one's home. I look up and down my street.
Panic
Everyone's at
sets
work.
in.
Everyone's at work, and I'm like,
I'm gonna lose a hand.
I wasn't thinking about I'm losing a hand. I'm like, I'm just stuck here.
Yeah.
That was my thing. I was like, I'm stuck here.
See, I would be more.
And so I was just like, yeah, ripped my hand out, and it cut my hand all the way
Oh.
bad.
Oh,
It was bad.
yeah.
It was a pretty decent cut. And then that's when my car went, and just I watched it, and I had just put a brand new rotor on.
Oh, it destroyed the rotor.
Fucking rotor went.
Oh yeah, fucking crimped it or cracked
crimped
the
it.
bottom off.
And I was like, fuck.
See, and that shit's scary.
Brand new rotor.
But
the brakes were fine. Because, yeah.
you gotta take the rotor back and be like, this thing is busted.
Yeah, okay.
I got it like this.
Most parts stores are pretty cool about that. They're
So,
like, fuck.
I didn't need the rotors, so when I was able to get it back up, I just put the
threw
old
one back on.
because the rotors were just fine. I just was
You went and pad slapped yourself, basically.
huh?
Pad slapped.
What's that?
It's where you fucking.
Just on my just on the front tires I pad slapped. But I mean
Yeah.
I had bought 4 rotors and 4 sets of rotors and 4 sets of brakes, or
See, and
sorry,
this is
2
what blowing
4
my
rotors
mind.
and 4 sets of brakes. I was doing just a full
Full change.
change on my car. I had done an oil change on it. I was doing full maintenance on my car for the day. That was my plan.
That's weird. Like, well, I get why, because when you have the money, you can just do stupid shit sometimes. It's not stupid. It's really smart to do
But-
the full change, but it's unnecessary because the brakes that go out the most in your car are your front brakes. It's so rare for you to have to change out your back brakes. If you're changing out your
Well, I was
back
just- I was just
brakes
doing a full-
often or ever, really, it's
Well,
you've had
I was
it
just doing.
forever.
And that car had 230,000 miles on it, and I don't know when the last time. the
Oh,
brakes
they
were
probably
changed.
never have done the back brakes.
Well, I don't. The person that had that car before me really took care of it.
Yeah, well, and see, that's the
The
beauty of
person
it.
that had it after me,
Probably not.
the person who had it after me, didn't take very good care of it. Marissa,
Oh,
I'm off. Marissa, you blew up our Pontiac Bonneville. It had a coolant leak,
Oh.
and I couldn't find where the coolant leak was at because it was a cold water coolant leak. So it wasn't easy to find. It wasn't leaking into the oil. Didn't have a
They have the chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, so everything was fine. You just had to add coolant to it once or twice a month just to keep it, and she never did. And I get a call, hey, the car's acting really weird and it overheated. I'm like, okay. I go out there and I put new coolant in it, and I go to drive and it goes.
you're like,
blew
oh,
a- blew
you
a head
hot
gasket.
rodded. Yep, you hot rodded it. Once it started to act funny, that whole
I'm like, what
Push
temperature?
the gas
I'm like,
out
what?
of it.
I asked her. I asked her what temperature to get to. She's like, I think it got to like 250. I'm like,
the red.
I'm like, the red? She's like, yeah, right at the red. It dinged and then it stopped. And I'm like,
you know,
I feel, and I'm on that dick, right? So that same day that happened, that's when we bought the Cruise that same day. It's so nice to have good enough credit at that time. We'll still have good enough credit, but
it's nice to have.
we
good
had
credit.
worked our credit up to the point that I needed a car.
I could buy one.
I went and bought a car. Granted, it was a used car, but had 100,000 miles less than we had.
Right.
And it was a couple years newer because it was an 09 Pontiac. We got a 14 Cruise,
Yeah.
about 5 years newer.
Yeah,
But
I love that he kind of
we sold the Bonneville to people, and I feel really, really bad because I got it working just enough to sell it.
Oh, you sold the
So
lemon.
you did what I did with the
But I sold it.
Suburban.
I did sell it pretty cheap. Without that issue, it's still Kelly Blue Booked for like $8,000
Right.
because it's a.
Luxury kind of vehicle.
I mean, it was a full size sedan.
It's bigger than my Pontiac.
We had the 3.8 in it. It was for some reason a sought after car, I guess. I sold it for I think $900.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's.
I just got my down payment. I just got my down payment back from the car we had just bought.
Right.
Yeah,
So I was like, well, I didn't lose anything.
yeah,
Except for now, I got a car payment.
which isn't bad.
It's only like $187 a month.
See, that's not bad.
Well,
You know what I have for my truck payments?
I don't want to know.
0.
0?
I bought it outright.
Oh, that's bad on your credit.
It's not bad. You want to know why it's not bad on my credit?
Well, it's not bad on
'Cause
your
I never
credit.
created
but
any.
I would say it's not bad on your credit, but it's not good on your credit either. But you already have a fucking outstanding credit score.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I wish.
I can do whatever I want.
Yeah, that's. I bet the salesman really wanted you to make a.
He actually had no idea what my fucking credit score was.
No, I said he was probably trying to push you to do to finance.
He actually
They
had
make
no
more
idea.
money when you finance.
Yeah, but like he had no idea because I was like, I want to come back and get it. And he got all giddy and shit. And then like the rack and pinion's bad on it, but like it's just the boots. They're just shot to shit. I could probably replace them and not have to replace the whole rack and pinion. That's not the point here. But he was all like giddy and shit. And then I came in and I was all like, here's this straight out. And he's like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna buy it straight out.
Dude.
And he's
so-
like, oh, I guess this is a lot easier than financing it. And I was like, yeah.
So my buddy Ryan, when he went to buy his Duramax, because he's got an 09 GMC Sierra SLT Duramax, lifted, big ass tires on it. He bought it from a place in Idaho Falls or in Utah That's all they sell is lifted
Trucks.
lifted trucks and SUVs.
They're kind of like Timberland, like the other lot.
Yeah,
truck
Yeah.
lot.
I'll have to look it up and show it to you guys after the podcast. But
By the way, they have some of the shittiest vehicles
Um,
out there.
I think it's an American Fork, Utah, or
Yeah, it'd be
Spanish
like where
Fork.
the
It's either
Autoball
American.
is.
It's either an American Fork or Spanish Fork because that's two names, and you had to choose two close names in Utah. Anyways, he had been saving up for that truck, right? For a really good down. He put 15,000 down on it.
Dude, and that's crazy.
But he had
to me.
been saving
He
for
put
like
how
a
much
year and
down?
15,000. And
Like-
so this story leading up to it was really funny because he wasn't putting it in a savings account. He was holding it cash.
That's where it gets sketchy and shady. Like when
So
you
he would
start
go-
to
he
have
would go-
trust
he-
issues and people and shit.
Payday would, well, that's what he didn't want it in his bank account because he didn't want to spend it.
Yeah, because
Okay,
if it's in your
that's-
bank account and you don't see, because that's my problem sometimes is
I get a
I'll
little
just buy
I get a
whatever
little
because I
goosey
can.
loosey goosey with my bank account.
Oh yeah.
So the
And
money
then
that I really want to
surprise.
save, I
Whole cash.
I pull cash out and put it away.
Right.
So that's what he was doing, but it was funny because we were both working in the oil field, so we were both making really good money. He'd go into the bank. He's like, "Yeah, can I withdraw $1,500? Or yeah, can I withdraw $800?" This was over the course of that time he was saving up for like a year, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the bank with him every time.
He looked like a
looking like a
druggie.
fucking loan shark or fucking standing there when he's fucking pulling out massive amounts of cash.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And every time he's like, they'd ask him, "Oh, are you making a big purchase?" He's like, "Nope, this is for my drugs."
Yeah.
And on his deposit, he'd write on the memo, he'd write for drugs.
That's fucking hilarious.
But so then we go to purchase the car. Or we drive from Cheyenne, Wyoming, all the way to Spanish Fork or American Fork, Utah, to go buy this truck because he'd been looking at this exact truck this exact
Style.
dealership with because he's like, it's all the stuff I want. I don't have to do any extra work.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
already got EFI Live with the five speed or the
Modes.
5-mode selector.
like that.
So everything he wanted.
Auto.
Oh no, wait! It didn't have EFI Live on it. He installed EFI Live, and then he got his connection with EFI Live and all that. But we went in and he's like, "Okay, I want this one." He's like, "Okay, how much you putting down?" He's like, "I'm putting 15,000 down." He's like, "Okay, do you want that check or card?" He's like, "Cash." And whoop-pop puts his fucking envelope that is stacked to this fucking $100, like mixed of hundreds and twenties whenever fucking that thick. And the dude just looks at him and then looks at the envelope and he's like, "You're joking, right?" He's like, "Nope, that's $15,000 in cash."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Let me go count this." And he comes back. He's like, "So why do you keep all that in cash?" He's like, "It's kind of hard, when you're selling drugs, you don't want the IRS catching on to that. So you got to
Yeah.
do cash only."
Dude.
But
Just
yeah.
kept going on with the drug shit.
Well,
Yeah, it
it's you kind of have to because like I've bought and stuff with just flat cash. Like I pulled out $7,000. People just gave you fucking weird stares, and
I'll pass
there's
this
like,
around to you
why
guys.
do
I
you
don't- I
why
can't
do you
really
have so much
post it on the-
money?
Can I show the camera? Anyways, that's
Nice.
the picture of his truck. That's the day we went and picked it
Oh,
up.
that's a nice truck.
That is super nice. But yeah, no, like when you pull up big money, people they act weird.
Yeah,
I've been
Oh, yeah.
accused of being like a druggie and shit like that because
Right.
of big money like that, and I'm just like, I think like it agitates me too because I'm just like, fuck you. First off, not all drug addicts have big wads of
Right.
money.
Hit wads.
Yeah, because I'm like most of the times I've seen a lot of fat cash with drug dealers, but it's all temporary, and none of it really stays with them.
Right.
And so when people are like, "Oh, drug dealers always have cash," I'm like, most of the time they don't. Like some of them get out pretty well, but the majority of them don't. They're all broke as fuck and they're sketchy as shit.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
just think about all the drug dealers or druggies that you know, and notice how
Well, some people get drug dealers and kingpins
yeah.
mixed up.
Oh, hardcore. Yeah, because I was like, kingpins, those dudes are loaded. Those dudes are the people
They're
you're
the
like,
ones that
you see
roll.
in the fucking movies.
Yeah.
They have the nice house and all that shit.
They roll
Well,
around
Walter
with,
White
like,
didn't have that
10K
nice of a
check
house.
cash.
Oh, that's different.
He had a house.
And he had cancer.
Yeah.
So.
He had a house though.
If he would
Yeah,
have
but
been
he also had a Pontiac.
A Pontiac.
Aztec.
He had a Pontiac Aztec.
Well,
but he,
he
did
also
end
doesn't
up
need
buying a Challenger.
Yeah, he doesn't
That's
need to
right.
stand out.
Oh, he definitely stood out with that Challenger.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
And then that's when where his life kind of got
Oh wait,
worse
no.
and worse.
He bought his son the Challenger. He bought a
His son's-
Chrysler 300.
Walt Jr.'s stupid. Anyways, guys, I think
This
we're
is
gonna.
it.
I think this is it.
Yeah, I'm fucking miserable.
We don't have Blake here, so I can actually do a proper outro. He's not gonna walk all over me. Don't forget to follow us on all of our socials: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I said
already
TikTok
said
twice. Twitter. Yeah, we're not very active on Twitter.
Truly.
Truth
Trump.
Social.
Yeah.
Trump Social.
Trump social.
But yeah, with that, guys, we'll see you in the next episode of Easily Offensive. Thank you for listening and or watching. We love you. Bye.
Bye. Later.
Trump 2024.
Welcome to the Easily Offensive Podcast. If you're out there and you are easily offended, now's your time